We're live on Facebook. Come on, City! Come on, Phil Foden. Man of the match performance incoming.
Without a doubt.
Garcia. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love this team. Right, I was one out. Where's my list? I was one out. I can't believe it's twice now. I put Bernardo in for Phil in my team because that's
what, and everyone else right.
I got everyone else right, every other player right, apart from Bernardo for Phil. And I tell you what, I'm gutted because I put Foden's name in. Thinking he'd potentially playing the centre instead of Gundogan.
I tell you what, though, considering you only got one wrong, that's got to be the closest person I've ever known to a pet formation.
Well. I got one wrong last week against Newcastle. Yeah. I can't believe it. That's twice now. I'm getting closer. But the mindset's there, you see. I think it's the lack of sleep. I'm kind of adopted into Pep's mentality.
The stress levels.
Levels are rising. Yeah, 100%, pal. I'm very excited about the game tonight.
I would have put Jesus at left back and Walker in goal for all I know. Bloody hell. This could be anyone, couldn't it?
Do my ears deceive me? Did you go for a 2-0 win to City? It's not like you.
2-0 loss.
A 2-0 loss?
That was prior to team news, though. I thought I had an argument with my boss's son earlier. Probably not the wisest thing to do. Anyone else who's got a boss's son that works with, don't argue with him. And he's a Liverpool fan, only when they win.
Yeah, one of them.
He was saying, both teams will be going for this tonight. Both of them want to win it. I was like, well, I can understand Liverpool going for it because they're not in any other competitions. But City, obviously, we're going to focus on the Champions League and FA Cup prioritising wise. League is just to get the kids out. And I thought it was going to play a really weakened team today. Maybe see the likes of Doyle, who I think is on the bench. And just a whole rotated squad, maybe Zinchenko in there, Cancelo and what have you. And yeah, I did go for a 2-0 loss. However, seeing this starting lineup, Eric Garcia and Laporte at the back, Mendy and Walker, Ederson, Gundogan, Rodri, De Bruyne, was it Foden, Sterling and Jesus? Yeah. That would win you probably 90 to 95% of most games in the Premier League.
I completely agree. I completely and utterly agree. And I think it's a really exciting team, that as well.
And of course, we've got a point to prove.
Yeah, do you know what? I said I could completely throw my notes out off my desk later. I've said for weeks, I think City are going to be so at the races today. I think we're going to go and smash him. I genuinely think we're going to be able to overpower him. I could be completely wrong. And it could go completely.
Depends which City turns up.
Exactly, but do you know? I'm just not worried about tonight.
No.
I think that's a bit different because if tonight was a game where Liverpool could win the league against us, I think I'd be a little bit more nervous about losing against Liverpool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm really happy with this. I've seen a couple of combined 11s from City's 2018 and 2000 and Liverpool's squad. Do you want to go through them?
Yeah, sure.
It's basically City's 2018 squad and Liverpool's 2020 squad combined. So
I'll see how many I can get.
Yeah, go for it. Actually, yeah, go for it.
No doubt, everybody seems to think Alisson's number one, so no doubt Alisson is in there.
Do you know what? This is actually Steve Crossman's combined. So he's a BBC presenter. So he's not exactly.
So he's a fair pundit. I thought it was like a collective vote. I'd probably still say he's picked Alisson. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk. God, this is turning just a Liverpool team, isn't it? Laporte, Robertson.
Right, let me stop you there. Let me go into this. He's picked Ederson.
Oh, he's picked it. Oh, good on him.
He's picked Ederson. He's picked Alexander-Arnold. He's picked Van Dijk. He's picked Robinson. So bear in mind, you've said Laporte. This was the 2020 squad. So he's picked Otamendi. He's another Laporte because obviously he played quite well in that season. Actually, to be fair.
Yeah.
So there's three in midfield. Who's he picked?
De Bruyne has got to be one.
Yeah. 2018 squad City.
Silva?
Yeah. David? One more?
I'd be hesitant to say Henderson.
Correct. Yeah, well done,
Yeah.
pal. Right, he's gone for a front three.
Sterling's got to be in there.
He's not.
He's not.
He's
Sterling,
not.
2 years ago, was arguably the world's greatest player 2 years ago. You couldn't stop him.
He's not going for Sterling. He's not going for Sterling. Who are the other three? City 2018, Liverpool 20. Oh, the guard of honour's coming out.
Salah.
Yes.
Salah, Mane, Aguero.
Correct. Bang on, mate. Bang on.
Oh, Sterling's not in that is beyond me.
Oh, guard of honour. Voice of Mickey Richards coming on.
I tell you what, strange punditry tonight with Roy Keane.
Is it Roy Keane doing it? I've got it on silent. Do you know what? This guard of honour, I'm gonna put my hands on my heart now and say, I think the City need this. I want Pep Guardiola to be looking at this guard of honour and saying to the City players, I hope you hate this. I hope you hate this. I hope this burns into your soul. To give this to another team at Liverpool. We need to make sure that these City players hate this. I don't want to see anyone laughing. I want to see them all upset. This should be something where you say, you've lost out here. You've lost this.
Yeah.
Each one of these players should be looking at themselves saying, you have lost this. Not Liverpool's won it.
And it's not just experience? Not just lost it. We got spanked this year. It's not just lost. We're a laughing stock to these Liverpool players this season. We really are. And I completely agree. We need this to be hitting the hearts of the City players thinking, you messed up. Exactly what you said. You should have won this title again, and you're having to do this because you slacked. Yes, some people would argue injuries have plagued this season, and obviously other things off the pitch such as Bernardo and Mendy. But that aside, we're professional football players. The majority of that team have won a title in the past. They've won a domestic cup for other clubs. Yeah, they know what it takes. Someone should fill in, but for me, it's the season we just write off. There we go. I don't know how far ahead I am of you again.
No, they've just started coming out now. Liverpool players.
Right. Yeah. Henderson's already on the pitch. Yeah. Salah is just walking on the pitch now.
Probably a couple of seconds delay.
I'm going to do this time around, so it gives you a bit more pleasure. I'm going to hold back on a couple of goal celebrations.
Don't go for it. You go for it.
I feel bad though.
Don't worry about it. It's the perks of watching it on the internet. Watching it on it is illegal watching, by the way. Just for anyone it's illegal internet watching. I've downloaded Sky Player on my computer, so I am watching it legally. Officer.
Sorry, Blues, just getting my little lad ready for his bottle.
Get him a City shirt on.
Okay. Tom's just made a good point. Get him in a City shirt.
Yeah. Last time he stayed up till 9:30.
Well, he's going to have to get used to the late night Champions League nights that I take him to. Especially the semi-finals.
City Dave's come on. Excellent test for Garcia, this. Exactly right. This is the perfect game for Garcia, Dave. Hello from Texas. Who's that? Jay Aranda. Hello, Jay. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Come on, City. Let's smash them, says Celia. Jane Turin, fan of the show. Evening all. Is our defence up to tonight's challenge? Do you know what, Jane? We'll find out. We will find out very, very, very soon.
This will show us if the hype around Garcia is real.
If we don't sign a new central defender in the closed season, which I'd be extremely surprised around with was it Koulibaly?
Koulibaly,
yeah. This will be our starting lineup next season. This back four will be our back four, Jane. So let's hope something does come off it. Not a very strong lineup from Chris Kinnear. Chris,
really?
Chris? Let us know who you would have picked, pal.
If anything, of all the positions, I think we're strongest.
I think it's strong. Yeah, I'm happy with this.
Well, bar Gundogan. I think he's probably referring to Gundogan.
Oh, come on, behave yourself. This is a perfect game for Gundogan. This. Zara Phillips. Hello, Zara. Come on, City. Absolutely. We have a point to prove tonight. You're damn right we do. Daniel Saxton. Absolutely. Favourite Tony Coton shirt. Do you know what, Kev? As I was growing up through school, Tony Coton was my favourite player. He was as a key. I used to love being a goalkeeper in school, and I've got a load of other goalkeeper shops in my other goalkeeper tops in my loft. So I need to get some more out and put them on the wall. I'm glad you like it though. Kev?
We did plan on getting him to do a live show going through each and individual shirt, but I don't think us Blues have got about 4 hours in the locker of spare time for him to go through them all.
I don't think I'd be able to, mate. I think there's one on. What's on?
I do like that, the black one. I can't remember what was that 2014 away
This
strip?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this reminds me of Sergio Aguero whenever I see this.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's an underrated away strip. That.
I often think to myself, though, do you know why are they on the wall wearing? But most of them are too small for me because I was obviously growing up with them. Or a couple of them are massive because I was really overweight. Like this one. This one's really disappointing. So I've got this one, and it's got some rips in it and stuff like that. But it's massive. I mean, look at the size of that compared to me now. That's how big I used to be. I was absolutely massive. I was probably about 26 stone when I wore this. Huge. And look what I found in the loft the other day. I'm well happy with this.
I haven't seen one of them in years.
Need to find no time. Need to find somewhere. Come on, City. Oh, we're off and ready. Off at the races.
We are indeed.
Jesus,
I've probably picked the worst top to wear, haven't I? Really?
No, it's good City colours.
It's got a badge. Yeah, it's got
good
a badge
City
on.
colours. That mate, strong City colours. So Fernandinho's banned, Aguero's injured. I think it's the strongest team we could have out. Yeah, absolutely. Mahrez should be in on current form, and David Silva. Do you know what, Chris? I don't like to disagree, but I'll give you my opinion on David Silva. I personally think his legs have gone, and I don't think he'll start many more games for City. I think this is the perfect opportunity to play Phil Foden. I love David Silva just as much as the next City fan, but sadly, we need pace in that midfield position. And if we've got pace in that midfield position with Phil Fodens and the Bernardos, etc., then they play over David Silva. It's sad to say, and he will start he will play lots of games, but onwards. Mahrez should be in. Mahrez should be in. Yeah, I agree with you. Funnily enough, I instead of Mahrez, I'd picked Bernardo to play ahead of him today. Mahrez has had a fantastic season this year.
I wouldn't have played him.
Yeah, it must have been really hard, Chris, for Pep to choose this team, but it's a good situation he's in to have that. Like Dave Roberts said, Fernandinho is banned. Obviously, he's had his second yellow card. I'll get it out of that. Do you know what? When they pass it back to the goalkeeper, I still have murmurs.
Oh, Jesus is through on goal. Through what? And he puts it in the back of the net. Offside. Oh. That must have been tight. He looked like he was onside then. They're just showing the replay now. Beautiful ball by Mendy.
Oh, he's well offside.
Just, if you look at the replay, he's literally just over the line. Hell of a finish by Jesus.
Yeah, good finish. I'm about 20 seconds behind you.
Yeah, just VAR are going to check it, but yeah, it's definitely offside. But just Liverpool were lucky there. Great ball back through ball by Mendy. He needs to step up his game this game.
Who's this? Mendy?
Mendy, yeah. I think he's been riding on his Instagram, so to speak, in recent months now.
He is City's best social media administrator, is Ben Mendy. Kev, you went to Tony Coton's goalkeeping school. I didn't know there was such a thing. My parents kept me quiet about that. Gutted. I would have loved to have gone to that. I could have been a legend.
Oh, Salah through. Shot. Great save by Ederson. Mendy plays it through. Ederson just gets a hand to it. That was, it was a bit 50-50. That Mendy tried clearing the ball. He played it straight through to number 9. Who's number 9 for Liverpool? Is it Firmino?
Yeah, Firmino with his red
Mendy's loose touch played it through to Firmino, who just, it was a poor shot to be fair, and Ederson just gets a hand to it. And,
he looked quite far off his line, did Ederson there?
He did. I thought he was going to chip it. That's 2 poor shots by Liverpool straight at the keeper. So a sign of things to come, maybe, but we need to take this to Liverpool to stand a chance. But
if you were Pep before the start of the game, would you have had a bit of a team talk to the lads about the guard of honour, kind of saying, listen, be annoyed by this. We want you to be annoyed by this.
I think knowing Pep and seeing the behind the scenes and insights of such as All or Nothing, I don't think he's a manager that holds back. And yeah, I completely think that he would have said, it's something you've got to do. You know, Liverpool deserve the title, whether we hate them or not. I don't hate Liverpool.
Oh,
I hate the fans. The fans are what ruined Liverpool for me.
I agree.
Liverpool's team are phenomenal. It has to be said. And they outrightly deserve the title. And Pep may get frustrated. We've seen it in press conferences and stuff like that. He gets angry and what have you, but he's an honest man. He knows that we've got to show respect to him. Teams have showed us respect for the past 2 years when we've won the title. Just because we've lost it doesn't mean we have to get our knickers in a twist, and we have to show respect as well. But yeah, I would have expected him to have a full talk with him and sit him down and said, you need to do this. You need to know how it feels now. Exactly what you were saying when we first started the live, Tom. The players have had their way for 2 seasons. Now it's time to bring them back down to earth.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think it's, I keep reading about, the City rebuild and, we need to do X, Y, Z. It's not a rebuild. It's like 2 players we need. We've got a fantastic squad. And let's face it, the Liverpool wouldn't have won by so many games if Laporte was fully fit. Facts. That doesn't tell me we need to a rebuild. 1 or 2 players. We'll go again. We've got a perfectly good squad here. That doesn't need much changing. Sane's going, so we'll need to get a replacement for him at some point. I'm assuming.
One thing I will say, thank God he's gone now as well.
Yeah, it's over now, isn't it? Do you think that saga would have had any negative effect on the players
if he had stayed for the rest of his contract?
Yeah,
I think it would have caused a massive problem. I mean, you saw my private messages a few days ago. I lost my cool the day it was announced because I was really glad that we finally got rid of him, but B, really angry at the fact the way the whole thing's been handled. City Dave was saying it was an outrage that we only got 50 million for him. I would have been personally happy losing 10 million and selling for 30. I just wanted him out. We're a team that doesn't stand for that, and we shouldn't stand for that. Just because we've got world-class players earning world-class pay packages doesn't mean you're any better than anybody else at the club. You're a team player. If you don't want to be in that team, get out.
Absolutely. Well said, my man. Well said. Great
hold-up
play by Jesus there. He's strong, isn't he?
I think him and Foden have been in the gym a bit, haven't they? They both seem to have beefed up a little bit. A bit more upper body strength. Well, Sterling for that matter as well. I think the games I've seen Sterling since the restart, he seems to be a bit more tougher. He doesn't go down as much. Whether that's a trait that's finally disappeared from his game or not, but I'm going to say this, but good pass by Gundogan then.
Oh, do you know what, mate? You need to watch him for a game. I don't
want to fall asleep though.
Oh, you won't. Honestly, he does it. Well, do you know what? He does his job. He does it well. He's got a job to do, and he does it. And we'll have this argument until he leaves. I'm absolutely sure of that. And probably until after he leaves. But
he does have a job. He comes in a little packet from the pharmacy like that. It's called sleeping tablets. He does his job. He does it perfectly.
Every team needs a Gundogan. Every team needs that type of player to
they all need a good night's sleep before a big game. You're absolutely right.
Walker's not lost any pace. That's it must be a nightmare marking Walker. Strong, fit, fast. It must be an absolute nightmare marking him and Mendy.
He would be, but he's another one next season. I'd love to know because he's now entering that stage now where he's very, very far in front. Number one. But he's now in his prime years. How long will it be before we see that dip in performance and player ability?
Oh, I tell you what, sorry to interrupt that. He wasn't far offside there, was he?
No. That's saying it was very tight. Very, very tight.
Blooming heck. And what a finish by him as well, to be fair. What a good finish that was.
Liverpool just on the attack here. Great interception by Laporte there. Laporte just getting back in time to deny a shot from Liverpool. And again, I have to say, Gundogan did well there, holding up the ball, holding it in the midfield, winning it and playing back to Laporte. And City have full possession now. Am I really giving praise to Gundogan that much in a game in 2 minutes? Times are hard. Oh, no, I take that back. He's just done an awful pass as Gundogan. Luckily, Trent Alexander-Arnold, shocking first-time control there, but very, very bad pass by Gundogan.
I hope if another City player gives it away as badly as he does, you slate them as well. Oh, it was a terrible pass as well. Bloody hell. Luckily, Trent kicked it right out of play. What terrible...
Oh, De Bruyne taking it on the attack here. Phil Foden. De Bruyne again shoots, blocks.
Oh.
Liverpool still out. It's in there. Oh, he almost goes in. Rodri heads it back into the Liverpool penalty box. De Bruyne goes down. Referees play on. Liverpool come on the attack. De Bruyne is still down on the deck. Here comes Mane into our penalty box. Just tiptoeing it on the edge of the box now. Mane plays.
Oh, do you know what? That's going to be a bad injury to De Bruyne, that.
Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent Alexander-Arnold played a ball through. De Bruyne's up, standing up. He's a little bit shaky, but he's walking. I think he'll carry on. Trent Alexander-Arnold tried chipping the ball up, and Mane went for the shot and took it off Salah and scuffed it out.
Do you know what? I think De Bruyne's knee was bent the other way then. That looked like a bad tackle, that. Not a bad tackle, bad... Oh, it's twisted knee, maybe.
He sandwiched the Liverpool player, didn't he? But he obviously went down on his first. And...
Get him off. Get him substituted. Get him in bubble wrap.
Yeah, I still go back to that. I'm very surprised by the squad selection. I honestly thought it would be a lot weakened team, such as maybe David Silva starting and De Bruyne on the bench. You know, I mean, what's the next game? Is it Champions League next? Oh, we've got another couple. It's 16th of July, Champions League, isn't it?
I keep thinking it's still Tuesday. My head's gone completely.
There's that many games.
We play Southampton this weekend, I think.
Southampton, yeah. Sorry,
it's Southampton 7 o'clock kickoff. Then on Wednesday we play Newcastle in the league.
Ooh,
I know.
On when's that? Wednesday, sorry.
That's next Wednesday. That's 6 o'clock kickoff, 6 p.m. kickoff. 6 p.m. kickoff. How rubbish is that?
No, I've only just got back from work. It's as much as I'm happy the season's started up again because we get to finish off the season. It'll be interesting to see how the players feel and are at the end of this because the amount of games coming thick and fast, and I think it's already having an effect on some clubs because I mean, Sheffield United have obviously just thrashed Spurs in my eyes 3-1. We're seeing Newcastle getting a lot of results. Newcastle are, I think, 5 or 6 points off European places. Whoa. That's how mad that is. And at the same time, I think they're about 10 points off relegation. This season, I said it to you lads in a private chat.
Yeah.
As much as I hate Liverpool win the title, it's the title's gone. The rest of the league, it's the closest I've seen it in a long time. And I think it makes a great viewing as a neutral if I look at the league. Laporte doing a world-class challenge there just to deny Mane through on one-on-one with Ederson there. Laporte, oh God, I tell you, if he stays fit, I had this argument with the Liverpool fan earlier today saying Laporte, he said Laporte was overrated.
He said that, a Liverpool fan?
He said that. Well, yeah. But I said to him, you wait, next season, I guarantee you, if he has a fully fit season with if he does get any injuries, very minor injuries, he will outshine Virgil van Dijk Laporte without a doubt. That boy has got it all in the locker. He just needs a good run of games to show what he's worth. It's a shame we didn't have him when Vinny was in his prime. Laporte and Vinny at the centre-back pairing.
Oh, that would have been a bit nice, wouldn't it? That would have been a bit special. Ilias, just to let you know, Kevin De Bruyne is up and running. He seems to be all right. There doesn't seem to be any... niggling injuries with him there. He seems to be running okay and quite freely. So we got somebody. Oh, across the centre of the goal. Sorry, we just got a fan over in Belgium. Any other cities?
Welcome.
Where's everyone from? Let us know where you're from, everybody. We've had one from Texas, one from Belgium. Where's everyone watching and listening to us talk about this game tonight? Let us know. Mendy's got a cracking cross on him.
Ooh.
Defensively. Dodge, but blooming heck.
He needs to keep it up though. That's. I don't know what it is with Mendy. He's got. I don't think the injuries affected him. personally. I know people have said he seems to have lost a bit of pace. I don't believe that. I think he's been up and down the pitch like a yo-yo, like Walker almost. He's got everything in his locker, and we've seen it since the restart already. I can't remember what game. I think it was the first game, to be fair, or it was the Arsenal game. He had a fantastic game, a world-class game for a left-back. He's just not consistent enough. If he stays off social media, gets in that gym, trains proper. I mean, we probably know he could be A-class student in training. He just I don't know what it is about him. What do you think? He just seems to have something about him that's holding him back from being a constant left back, world-class left back. And I can't put my finger on what it is.
Do you think there's a perception there about his social media bias that we don't give him credit for? Do you think his work in social media and the perception he has off social media has put a bit of a downward, a negative spiral on his game? Do you know what I mean? Is there a bit of psychology behind this?
I think for his ego, I'm not saying he's got a big ego or anything like that. I think for him personally, his ego, I think it's nice to know. I mean, we love him. As City fans, we love him. It's nice to have that sort of character in the dressing room. You know, somebody who, even on the down days, you see somebody trying to have a joke, have a laugh. He's like our kit man, Brendan.
Yeah.
Somebody in there that takes the miserableness out of the club and tries to find, he's prime chappy, basically.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I know what you mean by that, yeah.
But I think there's a line in a footballing career where I know it's the modern era in football now. Social media needs to be cast aside. Just focus on your game, especially when it comes down to the fine points of a season, especially the ending of the seasons of so many clubs is so vital at the moment, especially for teams like Bournemouth and Southampton and all the others that are right in the bottom now. That if they had a player like Mendy in a team, I don't think he'd be starting, even with the calibre Mendy is for a City, because I think he would be too much of a disruptor. We saw it when Villa went down a few years ago. Former City players, I know, but Lescott, I think it was Lescott, when he bought a new car and he was posting it all over social media.
Oh, that's the one he said he did by accident, wasn't it? That's the one where he said, "Oh, it went off in my pocket." No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Don't give me that nonsense.
But that's I think the problem with Mendy. He's so honest. He has to be careful about his social media. But I think he tries too hard to be honest in his social media.
Yeah.
That it is taking it away from his football. I'd love to see a Mendy go half a year, delete all his social media, have a boring life, have a James Milner boring life. I guarantee you, he will bring his A game most games. But
it's just never going to happen, is it? Sadly.
No, he has the calibre though, and it's such a shame because when we signed him, that season at Monaco before we signed him, he was unplayable. We thought we were getting the next best thing, and we've never in the past 20 years, we've not had a standout left back, have we? We've had standout right backs such as Zabaleta and Walker. Left backs have gone under the radar. You know, what are the main ones? We've had Clichy and Kolarov.
They're the main two I put in my City the last 10 years. Clichy and Kolarov.
And the ones
and Danny Tiato, obviously.
Yeah, and it was not Ben Thatcher. Ben Thatcher. He don't look back. Of course, he won.
Ilias. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. Please tell me if I am. Ilias. Don't you think Zinchenko is better than Mendy? I think. Do you know what? Tough one, that pal, because I've got a lot of time for Zinchenko. I just think with Mendy's crossing, he just takes it up another notch. And I think his fitness, and I think he's stronger and faster as well. But he's got good positional awareness as Zinchenko. Yeah. And he's a good backup to him. But I'd still put Mendy in over Zinchenko.
Was that Elias?
Is it Elias or Ilias? Let us know how you pronounce it.
Yeah, whichever one it is. What are your thoughts? Because I've just had this discussion with the other lads on the private chats. What are your thoughts on Zinchenko being more left wing? Because he's obviously had the experience. Oh, hang on, I'll hold that. Salah's through here, takes a shot, hits the post, back rebounds off to Mane, can't control it, out for a goal kick. Salah hits the post. I don't want to jinx it, and touch wood I don't. Liverpool's front three are up in the right places, but they are really poor today.
Oh, mate, don't say it. What are you saying?
I've touched wood, and normally what I say doesn't come true. Hang on, I'm never going to be a millionaire.
Ilias, I pronounced right. Ilias, how you doing, buddy?
Ilias.
Don't you can't. Salah has just literally hit the post, and you're saying they're not getting the. Don't stop it. Stop it. Another couple of inches to the left, and that was in. It was put this about. Jesus must have the highest in offside stats in the Prem. Do you know what? I won't doubt you there. The only player I remember being offside more was Nicolas Anelka. He was born offside, that lad.
Can I argue that?
Oh, Stefan Ratcliffe has posted that as well. Nick Anelka. Nick Anelka would have that offside record. Yeah, Stefan, he was always offside, wasn't he? Go on, pal.
I will argue and defend Jesus. He is obviously my love child. If anybody, well, not love child. If I had the chance, he's the only person I would. Let's not go there. He, as much as he is offside, he does get goals. I think we can all agree that. It's just so nice to see someone making those runs in the central. I know we've got Aguero who's clinical, but it's nice to see somebody determined to get through their back line and go one-on-one. Most players in today's game would have a little touch, maybe play it out to the wing and then do a run. It's nice to see Jesus, even when we're close to the halfway line, yes, he's offside, still push through and try and get there. It's about the determination, the desire to get into the opposition half, and that's one thing that would never fault Jesus in my eyes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, again, that shoots it all out the window, the fact that he keeps getting offside, but that's not the point.
Chris Lane said to me, Tom Brunt, do you remember the pre-match pod? Remember how confident you were? Yes, I do remember it, Chris. I was there. And yes, still confident, pal. Only needs to take one goal. As I said, if you remember in that pre-match pod, if we get the first goal, still think we'll get a few. Early days yet, mate. 21 minutes gone. Teams are still feeling each other out. Don't forget, this is pretty much of a nothing game, this. Yeah. For both teams. And City want to win this. And I'm telling you now, I still think we'll win.
Well,
the teams are feeling each other out at the moment, aren't they? I feel like, but let's face it, Liverpool have had. Well, actually, we have had the ball in the net. Actually, maybe it's the chances. It's quite equal.
Well, I think Liverpool have had more of the better chances, without question. But yeah, I'd have to say in terms of the whole game, we have a lot more possession. We seem to be niggling a bit more.
It's just a bit sloppy at the minute, isn't it? Both sides just seem to be a bit sloppy and not as clinical.
No. I think give it another. Well, I think after the drinks break, I think that'll be a big turning point. You've heard it here first. There'll be a goal after the drinks break.
Oh, do you know what? I've just seen that De Bruyne incident again, where he could have got past Van Dijk, but he just. What happened there? Let's see that again.
The replay will clear that up. De Bruyne was seeking for that foul, I think.
Was there definitely a push there?
No.
Oh. Van Dijk's huge, isn't he? Jesus Christ.
Oh, Foden's managed to beat the offside. De Bruyne tiptoe around. He's doing some good fancy footwork. Ball played in, cleared by Virgil van Dijk for a throw-in or a corner? Throw-in, I believe. That was fantastic. We had about 5 players in behind Liverpool there, and only Phil Foden was onside, and he was the only one that picked up the ball.
Penalty.
Oh, it'll be for us then, because we've got the throw-in. Yeah, Sterling going through, yeah. Gomez all over him. It's gone down, yeah. Definitely penalty. Sterling win it.
Oh!
And it's only a yellow card to Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez was all over Sterling there. All over him. Tugging his shirt, tugging in.
How Henderson can be like, how can the Liverpool players be saying that's nowhere near a penalty? How can they be complaining saying that? This is Liverpool talking about. Of course they're going to complain.
There are arguments Sterling was looking at before Gomez.
There's one pull. His arms were all over him.
Yeah.
There's a second pull. Knee goes in.
Kevin De Bruyne. Is this going to... Fourth penalty. We scored the previous 3 out of 3. Will King Kev make it 4 out of 4?
Talk us through
What
it,
an
mate.
angle.
Talk us through it.
Anthony Taylor, I think it's Anthony Taylor's just sorting out the Liverpool players. A couple of them trying to edge into the box
On!
before, is it? Anthony Taylor blows his whistle. De Bruyne steps up. Bottom left-hand corner. 1-0. It's in.
4 out of 4.
4 out of 4 penalties, and I think we've now found our penalty taker indefinitely in Kevin De Bruyne. What a penalty this is as well. Wait until you see it. What a penalty.
Brilliant.
Rifled in.
Keeper went completely the wrong way. Happy days. Come on, City. God, I love Kevin De Bruyne.
Just seen the replay of the penalty there. Yeah, all over him. A good kick out as well. Pulling his shirt. Definite penalty. No question. And I tell you what, it goes back to what I said earlier about Sterling seeming to be beefed up a little bit and staying on his feet. He did so well to stay on his feet for so long there, Sterling.
Yeah, he did. I think
to him for going down at the right time for once.
There's definitely 2 or 3 opportunities for him to have given a penalty away there, and he did well to stay on as long as he did.
Nice to see him trying to find an angle to work a ball for him. And we just stopped for the drinks break now, the first quarter.
Happy days. So what's your thoughts on the game so far then? 25 minutes in? It's 50-50, sloppy. I think both teams had chances to score.
It's to me, it is the most overrated game of the season so far, based on what the game signifies right now. But it blows any of my thoughts out the window because guess what? We're 1-0 up against Liverpool. I'll take that any day. Sod what's happened in the first 25 minutes. We're 1-0 up. That's all that matters.
The Tom Young, one of our admins, and somebody else on Facebook, who was it on Facebook, mentioned this. Sorry, I can't find the message. Whoever put it. Basically saying, really, really worried when Sergio leaves us. We need a clinical striker. I like Jesus, but he's just not Sergio. He's just. I don't think anyone's going to be Sergio. That's the problem, I suppose.
That's what I was going to say to you. You name one player that could easily be a Sergio. He has raised the bar so high since coming to City. I don't think it will ever be beaten. Not unless the rest of the 19 teams in the Premier League end up coming up from League Two all in one go, which obviously is theoretically impossible. No striker, in my view, even as Steve Browning or the other admin keep saying Harry Kane. There's a lot of talks of Lautaro Martinez coming in. None of these players will ever be good enough. I know Laney says Haaland. Again, I don't think he'll be good enough to step up to the same calibre as Aguero. It'll be a once-in-a-generation find for a replacement of Aguero. And I think City and us as fans have just got to look at it now and think, just make the team better. Get a striker that can still find the net, but work as a unit rather than just a whole striker. Because if we go searching for that one clinical man, we'll be putting too much hopes into one person to fill in a void that's going to be infillable, if that's a word. But I think we just got to make do. I think we will go in for another striker, but priority right now is sorting the defence out. We've got our replacement for David Silva and Phil Foden, and arguably could outraise the bar that David Silva's set.
Yeah.
But we still Garcia, yes, he seems to be probably a real deal here. He's no Vincent Kompany, and we do need a top centre-back with the likes of Otamendi and Stones.
Yeah, I think this season's proved that we can't rely on what we've got. We still need to bring somebody else in.
Yeah, without a doubt. And a replacement for Gundogan, because he's just kicked the ball out of play again. And I'm trying to be fair. I was giving him praise at the beginning of the match. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that was Garcia. I'll let him off.
Oh, bless.
I said I'd let Garcia off. I know it wasn't Gundogan who passed it, but it was his fault.
I've got a massive point here to say. We've struggled with our penalties this season, haven't we? We've had so many different penalty takers. We've had so many different...
Oh, sorry. De Bruyne has played Jesus through here. tiptoeing, getting past the Liverpool defence. Oh, and he scuffs the shot.
He's no Sergio, is he?
He did fantastic to get into position. He did, and perfectly timed and perfectly placed ball through by De Bruyne. Arguably, Jesus could have just been offside, but he leant back when he took the shot, and yeah, he scuffed it completely.
That first time? Why is he not having a ping at that? So De Bruyne's got the ball. He sees a brilliant ball by De Bruyne. He was onside as Jesus receives the ball. One punch. Why didn't he not shoot? He took one touch, and the defender came back. I think it's Robinson. He did well to come back, actually, Robinson. But he should be shooting there. Regards to De Bruyne on penalties, why has it not always been the case of sometimes the best solution is the most obvious? For me, Kevin De Bruyne should have been taking penalties as soon as Yaya Toure left us. And it's just seemed to have gone from player to player to player to Sergio to another player to Sergio. Miss. Sterling scored one for us. I can't remember. It seems to be the most obvious one.
So, sorry, one of our players is down here. He's still down the deck, and I think it's Garcia. Jesus getting a niggle there. Good lad. Take it to him, son. What's happening here? Is it Garcia that's down? I think he's back up.
Get yourself up, lad.
Let's have a look. Yeah, Garcia was marking Mane, who should have been judged offside. Garcia did well. He slipped, and I think it was the heavy landing on the ground. But he seems to be up and walking about now, which is good. Especially since it's his first game back after his head injury. Or his concussion, if you want to call it. Liverpool whip a ball in from a free kick. Mendy leaves. Firmino picks it up here. Playing it on the left wing. Playing it back to Salah, who plays it back in the midfield. Attack right now. Sorry, what was your penalty? I get that twice. I've put it in now. I'll try and stay quiet now. Sorry. Ball played in by Liverpool. Robertson straight to Ederson. Right. Go on. Ederson's got the ball. Go on.
I've said my point.
All right.
Maker since Yaya left.
Yeah. See, if I was the players, I would have picked Sergio. Just naturally, the striker, the leading from the line, the goal scorer, you would have put him to be first. But I completely understand. De Bruyne, by a distance, is our best dead ball set piece taker, without a doubt, whether that's penalties or free kick. And I think even if he misses a couple, he should have still got it. City, Liverpool on attack here. Fabinho scuffs the pass, cleared by Laporte. I'm destined to finish this now.
Chris has put Erling Haaland. That man could score a night out with a nun. He's got a way with words, that lad, hasn't he?
It's abbreviations to second to none, aren't there? Tell you. But
Camp Foden plays a false nine. Yeah, Elias, we've discussed that in a pod a few days ago. Sorry. I actually think he can. I'd love to see him there. But you know what? He plays really well on the right wing as well. He's not.
Who's this, Jesus?
Yeah, I know. Phil Foden. He plays really well on the wing, and he's done really well. Yeah, Chris Kinnear get Edin back. Edin Dzeko. I was really disappointed to see him go.
Oh, Salah through on goal. Ederson comes out. Oh, he almost took the player. Ederson. I tell you what, Ederson, he was almost at the halfway line. That's how far he was out. And he made 2 tackles there to deny Liverpool through on goal.
Oh, what's he doing?
You look at the replay, and he scuffed both of them. As much as he scares the living daylights out of you, can't not love that boy.
I do. I think he's amazing.
But
they were asking for handball there. He didn't have a clue about that. He's always focused on the ball as well. Do you notice that?
Yeah. Eyes fixed on it, isn't he? He doesn't care about anybody around him. He's getting that ball. I mean, we know that. Garcia definitely knows that. That's it. Right, before half time, I'm just going to go for a refill.
Me, mate.
This game is going to make me a full-blown alcoholic at this rate.
How's everyone found Hit Blues? Where's everyone from? I know we've had a couple of people. One from Texas, one from Belgium, one from Ellesmere Port. Where's everyone watching tonight? And is this game living up to the hype that it brought with it? Do you know what? We're 1-0 up. I don't really care. That's the important stats.
Oh, I've just come back in time. Phil Foden on the attack here. Plays it through to Sterling. 2-0!
Come on!
Get in, Raheem Sterling.
Is that his first goal against
I went for a
Liverpool?
drink at
Is
the
that his
wrong
first
time
goal against
then.
Liverpool? Foden runs into the centre of the box. Dinks it to Sterling. Cuts it in. Dinks it home to Alisson. 2-0 to City. Come on, Blue
Get
Boys.
in.
Come on.
And I'll give him credit. The first pass was by Gundogan to get it going. Foden does fantastic to pick out Sterling there. Not greedy at all. Jesus with the initial ball through to Foden. Foden skips past... Well, doesn't skip past anyone. Just places a perfect pass. Oh, and Sterling megs Joe Gomez to get that goal.
Oh, is that the England international? How's your eye?
Oh, yeah. That's exactly it.
How's your eye, Joe?
Get in, Blues.
Oh, he did meg him as well, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Gomez is having an absolute mare.
Hey, that's a stat for you. Sterling's 23rd goal this season. And City on the break here again. Rodri. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, whipped across. Foden picks up the ball here just before it goes out for a throw-in. He's coming on the attack again. City are all over Liverpool here. Plays it back to Gundogan, who plays it back to Laporte here.
Chris Kinnear, great stat. Stat of the day, this, Chris. Kevin De Bruyne has now been directly involved in 30 goals in his last 31 Premier League starts. That's pretty phenomenal that. 18 assists, 12 goals. Great stat, Chris Kinnear. Love that.
And I have to say, Chris, obviously you're watching. I'm one of the other admins. Hello, I'm not very vocal on the page at the moment, but some of the stuff you've been putting out, mate, top notch.
Yeah, well said, Chris. Well said, Dan. Sorry. Sorry, mate. I'm just watching this replay.
It's a fantastic goal. Oh, we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold rattled. That's what we want. We want to get to their minds. We want to get to their hearts. They're not having that 100 points. They can get stuffed. If you want to be champions, you've got to get all points off us. Or as many points as you can.
Just the commentator said Liverpool looking a bit rattled.
They do. They've got the pace up front. The final ball from them is shocking today, but their back line is definitely rattled without a doubt. And Gundogan winning the ball again, and he wins a throw-in for us. Fair play. Keeping my eye on him, like I said.
Just watching what he does. He's not a fancy player. He just gets the job done, does the lad. And do you know what? It's funny because I have to thank you and Chris for highlighting that you're not liking him, for me to really watch Gundogan and watch his game, because I tell you what, when you actually sit down and watch a player play football, that's when you can only really get used to how they are and what they play and how good they are. And his positioning pace and his everything that comes with it. I just appreciate what he does now. More so, thanks for you slating him. So cheers, mate.
But it's not one for trying. I try and watch him play. I just can't keep my eyes open.
What about that goal he scored against Brighton?
What, in the final game of the season?
Free kick. Bet you were open then, weren't they?
Well, I think a few pints were talking on that day, but you know. But no, Mendy's playing well. He's just won the ball back to us for us and playing it back to Edison. Our back line, again, touch wood. I don't want to jinx it. Our back line's doing okay so far. We seem to hold out the initial threat. The chances Liverpool have had, they're either being scuffed or put off. So it's nice to see. But I completely agree if we don't have any major signings at the back, this is our back five, including Edison. For next season, that is. Liverpool on the attack here, goes up for their throw in here. Quickly played in. And they play it back to defence. Oh, what a scoreline. That's made my night. That
Listen, you know as well as I do, this is not over yet by an
oh
absolute. By
God no, but
shot.
it's just nice to be 2-0 up rather than 2-0 down.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely right.
But I mean, even if Liverpool, who just whip a ball in, Walker does very well there. Walker,
We need to be solid. We need to really make, because they've got a couple of chances. They've had a couple of chances of Liverpool on the break, haven't they? Where they've had a couple of chances. They're even at the post. We're not out the woods yet. This is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Cracking little play back by Walker, by the way.
Yeah,
the little chest bump back to the ball, back to the camera's gone again. Little chest bump back to Ederson. Yeah. But Liverpool can score goals. Liverpool are more than capable of scoring 2 or 3 or 4 goals against City here today. We need to know that. But we just need to be solid. Do the basics right.
Yeah. But I have to argue that to the point where, obviously, for us, this is a nothing game. I think it's just a run out, get all our top guys, the best team on the pitch, and just have a good run out and tell them, look, this is still our patch. It's still our trophy. We're lending it to you for the year.
This is like community outreach work for Liverpool.
Yeah. Well, we're a club for the community, and we've got to help them bin dippers, haven't we? We're only lending it to them for the year, and we'll obviously have it back next year. I said the same thing to a United fan the other day, didn't I?
Just to come on to a couple of comments on Facebook. Scotty Martin, so confused why Foden isn't in the England team. Well, do you know what, Scotty? I kind of agree that why he's not in the England team. He's just not played as much to be selected. Southgate has always said you need to be playing regular football, and he hasn't been. Next season he will be. The Euros being postponed to next season is brilliant for Phil Foden, because he will be first name on the team sheet because he would have played a couple of games. So yeah, great question. What's going on here? Are we based in Manchester? I'm from Manchester, yes. I live on the outskirts of Manchester in a place called Cheshire. Moved out of Manchester about 7 years ago, but I'm still about an hour away from the ground, so I still managed to get to the games. Dan's based in York.
Yeah, I am a Yorkshireman, but from the very early age, my stepdad's a massive City fan. That's the only reason. Blue is all I've known before anyone.
We don't hold it against you, pal. Don't worry. We don't hold it against you.
Oh, I know there's people out there, but believe me, there's blue in my veins.
Also, yeah. Gundogan is a bit like Gareth Barry and James Milner for City. Just puts in a good stint and gets on with it. Nothing fancy. Stefan Ratcliffe, yeah, Stefan, I completely agree. I think he works his socks off. And let's remember, he was Pep's first signing, so Pep's going to put a lot of trust in him.
Yeah, remember how Pep's first season went as well.
Come on. Behave yourself.
It's me. I can find an answer for anything. I will credit where credit's due. Gundogan's played well today. I think he's been.
Pep's won 8 of the last 10 domestic trophies, and you go to Pep's first season being a bad one. Come on, can't believe some people. 8 out of 10 domestic trophies Pep's won.
That is that's a stat and a half, that without a doubt. And to think we held, I think it was, is it 2 calendar years? We were the only team to win a domestic cup, weren't we? In 2 years.
Very true, my man. Loving watching Phil Foden. If any youngsters are watching tonight, watch Phil Foden the way he plays. He seems to come on leaps and bounds, and I can't put my finger on what it is. I think he doesn't get knocked off the ball easily. I think he's just been able to be a bit sturdier.
Very agile. Just glides is probably the best word to use. He never really looks like when he runs. He never. Oh, Mendy's just megged Mane. Fantastic. Mendy is having a stormer tonight. You watch this; it'll come up on the screen in about 10 seconds. Mane goes to challenge Mendy, and he just plays it through his legs. Love it. Absolutely love it. Calm as you like. There. Virgil van Dijk heading it there to Sterling City on the attack here. And we slow the ball down.
Do you know what I had today? You'll never guess. I'll just tell you. My missus went to the Trafford Centre to do a bit of social distance shopping for whatever she needed. And she got me some vegan sausage rolls from Greg's. And I tell you what, mate, they're stunning. They're really, really, really nice. Yeah. absolutely random off-topic conversation, but I've been vegetarian since October, and not through like any particular reason, just from a purely fitness point of view. I miss bacon, I miss gammon, I miss chicken, I miss beef, I miss all the rest of it. But she bought me, and I tell you what, they're stunning. They're absolutely stunning.
Don't get me started on the vegan and vegetarian
You know
debate.
what? Next time I see you, I'm going to bring you a selection of vegan food. We're going to have a little picnic.
I've tried loads, believe me.
No, you've not tried the vegan sausage rolls.
Sausage rolls, Greg's one, Greg's
Have you
version.
tried them?
Tried them. I thought they were minging.
Oh, you see, that's you know. You see the first time. You see, if you didn't know they were vegan, you wouldn't have said they're minging. That's your brain working. That. Oh.
Well, that notification.
I'm again.
Phil Foden through here, 1-on-1. Phil Foden 3-0. What a finish by Phil Foden. Get in that Gareth Southgate. We know you're watching. Get him in your team.
Oh, Phil Foden. Stop Paul Iniesta. Come on.
Who played him through here? Is that Gundogan that played him through? Oh, no. You know, I think it... Kevin De Bruyne. No look pass by Kevin De Bruyne. What a ball through and what a finish.
Holy cow, it's 3-0 to City. Does that mean we can win the league back?
Liverpool certainly don't deserve it after this. What a finish. Ballon d'Or is calling. What a finish. Hell, doesn't that mean Phil Foden has now scored 4 goals since the restart and he's the highest goal scorer since the restart?
Joint highest. There's somebody above him.
Joint. But he's got the best minutes per goal ratio.
Yeah.
3-0.
Kevin De Bruyne, 1 goal, 2 assists. My fantasy football team is looking a bit sexy tonight. Come on.
I think mine have walked out the club. Mine have done a bury. Been that long since I think I did it for the first game. I think it was Norwich versus Liverpool was the first game of the season, wasn't it? And I think God knows how many Norwich players in. I gave up.
Scotty Martin, my game is miles behind, pal. I'm not watching it on Sky Telly. I'm watching it on player on my computer in the garage. So I'm relying on the internet. It's about 20. It's about
Mendy on the attack here.
20,
almost played through Phil Foden there. Mendy, he's probably top 3 players on the City team today. He's been fantastic. He's been everywhere. Very good defensively as well.
It's a cracking touch from him as well. That when the ball just dropped and he just controlled it with his big toe.
Yeah. He just Edison off his line there to catch the ball as well. We are. Yeah, I don't even need to touch wood here. We are going to win this the way we're playing.
Don't say that. Don't say that. No,
we will. We will. I bet you this will be 5-0 I'm going for. 5-0.
You can't change your team. You can't change the score.
That was before I saw the lineup. 5-0. 5-0.
Cannot change it. No, not having it.
Yeah, I tell you what, if it's 5-0, we'll make a pact. 5-0, you eat real sausage rolls, not that vegan rubbish. Real sausage rolls.
Why would I agree to that?
Yeah, because you don't believe I'm going to be right.
I was the one that said 3 weeks ago that we're going to play Liverpool. I'm going to absolutely spank them. And I said it on the podcast the other day. So, don't start bringing... You ain't going to beat 5-0.
I know, it's probably the first time you've been confident pre-game and it's actually...
we've not won yet. We're not won. I'm not... No, I'm not taking it in.
Live a little, Brunty. Live a little.
No, not having it. until we put another ball in the back of the net and we've got 2 minutes left to go, we've not won this game. No, by nowhere means. Nowhere near won this game yet. It's half time, mate.
Here's a stat for you though. 3 shots on target, 3 goals. We scored from every shot that's hit on target. About time. The amount of shots we have that either hit the goalkeeper or is blocked. About time we were that clinical. Get in. 3-0 up, boys. Alexander.
Crikey, Charlie. Right, 3-0 City, half time. Bill Barton, are you watching? Let me know if you are, pal. I know you've just put a comment on. Bill, massive fan of the show. Got something to show him.
Just send me a message on private, Tom.
Me?
Yeah, I can't go on Facebook without my phone. It's something on Zoom.
You want me to send you a message on Messenger?
Yeah, please, mate. Via Facebook. I've got to wait for it. Just something with Zoom me. But yeah, Blues 3-0. Can you ask anything better for half time? It's about time.
Admin Dan's quite happy at the moment. It's only half time, lads. Calm it down. Another second half to go yet. Liverpool are more than capable of scoring 3, and City are more than capable of letting 3 in. Never forget that. Let's just calm it down a bit. Let's get the players back in. Pretend it's 0-0. Go again.
And hey, Gundogan's having a good game as well. Silver lining and all that.
I tell you what, though, mate. I'm lucky we used to have Phil Foden. He's
God,
special.
yeah. And he's a blue.
And he's one of
It's
our
about
own.
time. It's about time. We've waited so long for that academy to produce something, and I think he's produced the academy. If that makes logical sense, it does. Either way, what a player!
Oh, I didn't think it'd be long before someone else came and joined the party. How we doing, pal?
I actually could be there. Look at my background.
I love it, pal. It's very, very similar to what's going on now. How we doing, buddy? You okay? You need to move your camera down a bit. You look like the headless warrior.
You look like mini City, Dave. There we go.
Dave, give us your opinion on the first half, my friend.
Well, all I've done is read the text and obviously listen along with.
Oh, you're not watching, are you? Do you want to just explain to people what you're doing in relation to not watching?
Yeah. You know, me and Chris did a little podcast about this as well. That it's just, you know, a little personal protest from me, really. That, you know, I really don't think that they should have brought the Premier League, Champions League back, or FA Cup back. I think they're putting money over lives, and I'm not really keen on that. So it's just my little protest. I love City more than anything, as you know, but just my little personal protest. Up to everyone else what they do, but yeah, I follow along, and I just you two are so excited watching this at 3-0. I thought I'd tune in at half time and say hello.
It's nice, isn't it? I just want a bit of a shout out to Bill Barton, who, as you two probably know, he's commented a lot of things, and I've been talking to Bill. Bill went into his loft the other day, and I spoke to Bill, and he knows I like everything old City. I love the black and white things. You know, I'm a big City fan for lots and lots of years. And do you know what he sent me, to Bill Barton? He's found some old City pictures in his loft. I just want to show you these. These are brilliant, Bill. So thanks so much. Look at these. City versus Ipswich. Jerry Gow.
Bit higher, Tom.
Sorry, there you go.
There we go.
Look at these. How good are these? City versus Southampton.
Bit higher.
Wow.
Yeah. These are fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah.
How good are they?
Clear as well.
Yeah. City
Oh, what a picture.
That's Kevin Reeves, isn't it? I think.
It is, mate.
It's Kevin Reeves.
It's Steve McKenzie.
Oh, okay.
Tommy Caton at the back.
Tommy Caton.
These are massive. Jerry Gow, I think, scoring.
Jerry Gow. That was one tough player.
City versus Coventry.
Ooh, no.
Do you know what, Bill? When you said you were sending some photographs, mate, I was expecting 6 before us. I generally have to make room on the wall for these. Another City.
That is amazing.
Tommy Booth, friend of the show. He was on the podcast a few weeks ago. Paul Power,
Yeah.
Michael Robinson, Jerry Gow behind Paul Power. Brilliant, these, aren't they?
That's
at that
amazing.
photo. Look at that. You don't get that anymore, do you? That was the old main
Nope.
stand.
Not that clear either.
I think they're brilliant, then. Proper footballing photos. So, Bill, listen, when I got these through, I wondered what the hell was in my letterbox. Because it's quite a big envelope that to send that through. So, listen, mate, I really, really, really appreciate you sending them through. And they're going to find a place in my garage. I just need to find somewhere appropriate for them. I've not got the biggest garage, but I've got room for them. I just need to make some adjustments. So they're going to go on the wall, and when I put them on the wall, I'll send a picture to you of where I put them. So thanks very much. So yeah, that's great, isn't it? How nice is that, Bill?
That's amazing.
So nice of him.
You got any of Martin Petrov, Bill? I know a completely different area, but get in touch.
I mean, you got a signed Martin Petrov picture.
I have, thanks to City Dave, and as much as anybody will say, it's easy to get hold of, that is highest sentimental value of any City thing I've got. And in case anybody wonders what the hell I'm on about, feel free to laugh. These two have, so have everyone else. Martin Petrov is outrightly my favourite ever City player. Don't ask, I could talk all night, and we want to talk about Liverpool tonight. But believe me,
reach for the stars, Dan. Reach for the stars, mate.
Reach for the stars and beyond with Petrov, without a doubt.
Nothing wrong with that. Good player. Good player.
God, yeah.
Do you know what I need to do? We need to get Tommy Booth back on the show, and I need to get him to sign this photo. Sorry, just a thought ran through my head then.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks again, Bill. Honestly, you've made my week sending them through, Bill. You really have. Come on, Dave. What do you think of this scoreline, pal?
Walk me through it, because I was reading the BBC text, but I didn't. I obviously didn't watch. So walk me through it. Have we just absolutely battered them? Have we?
No. I wouldn't say that. They've hit the post. They've had a couple of opportunities to score. There's no question about that. We've had some defensive lapses, which could have really, really cost us. I think 3-0 flatters us at the moment. We're just being clinical. One thing we've not been. We're just being clinical in front of goal. Jesus could be 4-0, Dave. Jesus was offside by half a foot, maybe a foot, and finished the ball, finished his shot brilliantly, and it was given offside, unfortunately. But Sterling scored a good goal. Foden's goal was brilliant to make it 3-0. Touch with De Bruyne pass. And cracking. Did that go through Alisson's legs? Foden's goal. I was watching it again.
It went through Gomez.
No, it didn't. It went. So Alisson kind of went like that, and the ball went straight over his head. So cracking finish.
It was Sterling that played through, didn't it?
So how is my personal favourite Garcia playing? Is he?
Do you know what? Yeah, as if he's been playing with us for years.
Yeah. Put it this way: the back line has been troubled. No standouts, arguably, about Mendy. Mendy's been the best player in our back four for me.
Really?
But Mendy's been fantastic so far this game. But Garcia, go back to what Tom said. Him and Laporte, just calm and composed. We played back to Ederson. Ederson had one little bit where he went almost to the centre circle in terms of about his goal, and that's not an exaggeration. But no, Garcia is playing like he's been in that team for the past 10 years. Really settled.
So, take away any injuries. Is that your centre-back partnership next season?
100%. We talked about this before, that for me, we still need to bring one more in, because if Laporte goes down again, Garcia goes down again, we're screwed. We need... This is going to sound dreadful now, but I'm kind of done with Stones and Otamendi. They're not quality enough to be our backups to these two. They're just not. We're not going to win the league with them two as backups. We need another strong. And I don't know enough about Koulibaly. What do you pronounce his name, Dan? Koulibaly. Thank you. I don't know enough about him to say he's going to be fantastic. But I know that price tag. You're hoping to get something pretty special, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I sound a bit like a broken record, and I apologise, but. Again, my concern is if we were to spend that kind of money on Koulibaly, he's obviously going to be a starter. You're not going to spend 70+ million on a player and have him as a backup in the cups. Where does that leave Garcia? Let's say we bring in Diaz or Koulibaly or this Upamenko, a big name centre back. Do you still play Garcia and have Koulibaly in reserve, or what do you do?
I think we leave Pep to decide. He's paid the big bucks to let that go, but it doesn't worry me if he's not playing all the home games, all the league games, because we've got the FA Cup, Champions League, we've got 3 competitions, we've got loads of games. We've got a squad for a reason. Any player that signs for us knows that you're part of the squad and you will be rotated. I'm not overly fussed if he starts every game next season. It doesn't bother me that much, because Foden's not going to start every game next season. I doubt Kevin De Bruyne will start every game next season, but there'll still be a place for them. Does that make sense?
puts it into he does, because it puts it into context. We still struggle to predict Pep's starting lineup because he rotates players that much. So even if we do go in for Koulibaly, doesn't mean he's going to play any more games than Garcia.
Yeah.
Not
What
even in the slightest.
What I've been really pleased to see is that Garcia was put in the team when we came back. After the enforced break, he obviously got injured. As soon as he's back ready again, Pep puts Garcia back in the team, and that impresses me significantly. That he's not a Harwood Bellis or a Doyle now. I think in Pep's mind, he's maybe one of the first names on the team sheet, and I'm really happy he's got to that stage now.
And he's waited for it. He deserves it. I think me and Tom were discussing it earlier. The maturity of both him and Foden, just sitting on the sidelines, watching the play, learning from the play, and not. I think. Sorry, it was someone on the page I was discussing this with saying Foden it won't surprise me if Foden leaves because of the little game time he's getting. The way those two have handled their careers in such an early stage is more than most professionals will ever do in their 15, 20-year careers already. Those two are just so mature and waiting and patience about the game. And they're really returning the favour. They're waiting. They're really stepping it up. Foden, without question, has stepped it up. Garcia is now getting his chances. And in a team, especially against Liverpool, who some would argue are still arguably the greatest team in Europe at the moment. He's fitting that team like he's been playing alongside Vinny for the past 10 years, and it's fantastic to see. It's about time our academy started bringing out these players.
Speaking of Vinny, cracking point here by Ilias. Is Garcia or Koulibaly going to get Vinny's number 4 shirt? Ooh.
I think we should retire the number 4 and give it as a legendary to the big man.
I quite like the Dave. You remember the other day we were talking about giving Foden Silver's 21 shirt?
Yeah.
Did you hear why he got the 47 shirt?
No, I don't know that.
His granddad died and he was 47, so he took the 47 shirt. So I would understand from that he would never want to leave away from the 47 shirt because he's got a personal understanding for him. But the number 4 centre back shirt is up for grabs. I am very interested to see who takes that shirt. Will Garcia stick to his guns and stick to what he is now, or is Koulibaly going to take that?
That's if we sign him. I think Laporte might get it.
What number's Laporte?
Is it something 6, 16, 26, something like that?
Possibly.
Let me see.
Cracking stat by Chris Kinnear, who's one of our admins, doing a cracking job, Chris. Phil Foden has now been directly involved in 19 goals. Directly involved in 19 goals his last 24 starts in all competitions for City. 9 goals, 10 assists. Whoa!
Laporte is 14, by the way.
Laporte's 14.
God knows where I've got 6 from.
So, yeah, I mean, he very well could next season, go through, 1 through 11 shirts instead. So you might have a point there, Dan. He might go with number 4 because we know he's going to be the defence that we're built on next season. Knock on wood, injury free.
So how do you two think we're going to come out here? Because I tell you what, Liverpool are going to be hurt now. They're like rats in a corner. They're going to come out fighting. They're going to be really up for this. Henderson's going to be going to be absolutely rollicking them in that changing room. How do you think this? What do you think is going to happen here?
Well, I think they're going to go more attacking because they've taken Joe Gomez off and put Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on.
Have they really? So what is that, 3 at the back for them then?
I think it might be. Yeah. Because they've only got Virgil van Dijk as recognised centre back, haven't they?
Well, that's more attacking straight away then. So that's either going to go forwards or against us. I think we need to be prepared to be putting our tin hats on and defending our line here for the next 10 or 15 minutes and keep it as it is as much as we can and beat and get them on the break. This is not over. It might be 3-0, but Dave, you're old enough to have seen City mess this scoreline up before. I certainly am.
Yeah.
Let's not do it tonight. Come on, we need to be strong tonight. We need to make sure that we're absolutely at the races here.
No. This is why you never leave a City game, when I know people have to get back to the cars and whatever else, but I mean, that history has taught City fans, do not leave until the ref blows his whistle, because anything could happen.
Absolutely.
Well, what games are you on about? I don't remember any games. The late minutes winners.
And we're off.
I think
Edison.
I think the good thing is now
What's
we've
happened?
got our goals.
He's come flying off outside the penalty box. I missed it. Just looking at you, I think he's headed it out. And I mean, he was well out of his penalty box there. You'll be able to tell me better, Tom. I think I missed half of it.
He's about 5 yards out of his penalty area there. Cracking header, though. Got my heart's going already. Bloody hell.
That boy has got a heart of gold, but he balls of steel for the way he handles himself. Oh, God.
He's an absolute nutcase.
That's the best way to describe him. Dear me.
So the good thing is now, Tom, to your point, if we have to put our tin hats on a little bit, we have 5 subs we can make. We've got our goals. Yes, I'd like more, but what I'd like more is to make sure that we win this game.
100%.
So
yeah,
if it means taking De Bruyne off, putting a more defensive-minded player on, I don't mind if David Silva comes on. To be honest, it's a wonderful player.
Do you know what?
Lost his legs a little bit.
That's not a bad shout with David Silva coming on. He can control the game. He can slow it down a bit. He can pass
Exactly.
it. He can be a bit deeper. Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, pal.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how far away Kevin De Bruyne is from Premier League record of assists. He can't be far away, can he? He can't be far. He can't be far away from having that record.
And who would it be? Who in Premier League history? Who's got the most assists in a season? Who is it? Like
Fabregas has got to be up there, hasn't he? Silva's got to be up there.
David Silva, yeah. I
David
think
Silva, like Joe Cole, maybe, or like Robin, or someone like that.
Giggs, maybe. Annoyingly.
Yeah, maybe.
Interesting. Let's put it out there to everyone. Does everyone know how far he is away from the Premier League record? I'll ask the question on Facebook and Twitter.
That shirt you're wearing, Dan, I just picture Edin Dzeko in that shirt.
What, because I'm lanky and all?
I don't know. I only ever see Edin Dzeko in that shirt for some reason. I think it's that, that amazing the 5-1 that we got at White Hart Lane when he banged in 4. That was the shirt we were wearing.
See, funnily enough, Nasri is the only player in the past 10 years I've never fully seen as a City player. No matter, I know he signed for us and he signed for big money. He was with us for a while. He's always been that one that I never really rated as a proper City player, if you know what I mean. Nasri.
How come?
But I don't know. It's just when he signed, I think it was probably a bit of disbelief because he was so good at Arsenal the season prior to signing him. And I mean, he was fantastic. I think it was you that said it, Dave. He was the second highest goal scorer for them that season. Yeah. And I don't think it really sunk in with me that we've actually signed him because we were still at that stage where Aguero was the only marquee signing that we'd had signed that season, and no one had really known much about Aguero despite scoring goals for fun at Atletico. And I never really saw Nasri as a fitting sort of player. He never really, I don't know whether that's just because he never hit the ground running or anything like that. But I always picture Sammy and Nasri in this.
Jesus could have scored there again, couldn't he? Did anyone see that? Jesus, Dave, just had a side-footed it straight into Alisson. So bloody close.
Oh, he's showing the replay here.
I've just I put the question out there about De Bruyne, and apparently he's 3 assists away from equaling the record, the Premier League record. 3 assists to equal, so 4 to.
Who's the record to?
Oh, I didn't say. Great question. I'm giving you half a stat here, aren't I?
It's got to be the David Silva or
Henry, 20 assists.
Who's that?
Ilias has put, yeah.
Henry?
I know, it doesn't seem right, does it?
I know he was very ungreedy, Henry, but I didn't.
Bergkamp? God.
What a player Bergkamp was.
Oh my gosh.
City on the attack here. Sterling running through central. He's going to take the shot. Deflected by Liverpool. Just outside of the post. Liverpool got a very big touch there, the defenders, to put it wide of the goal. Sterling did very well. He had Jesus running to the left of him, but he decided to go on the
Dave,
line.
Sterling's running straight down the centre as a kick, deflected. Cracking defensive challenge, actually. Just spooned to the right-hand side of the goal, out for a corner kick.
It was going in fact.
And it's such a quick pace, bang, pass. And Sterling just ran down the centre of the pitch, 4 Liverpool players around him, and he was just getting it through the left-hand side bottom corner. And he's a cracking defender. Who's that defender?
Fabinho.
So City
ball played through here. We're behind the back line with Kevin De Bruyne. Place the ball through Phil Foden. Oh, Van Dijk just gets there, literally inches from crossing the line. Oh, Phil Foden could have scored 2 there.
Oh.
Great ball. The ball played through by Gundogan. Tom, seriously, I wish you never mentioned it now. Played the ball through to Kevin De Bruyne on the right-hand side, lays the ball off, brings it back, and finds Phil Foden, who, in a way, scuffs the shot, and Van Dijk stops the ball from going past the net, into the net.
Henry has the current goal-scoring assists record for the Premier League.
Ooh.
Okay, well,
Play to him.
My personal opinion, but I think Thierry Henry's the best Premier League player of all time.
It's brilliant, wasn't he?
Oh my God, something. I bet, Tom, because I talk about this with my kids a lot. Were you at the game at Main Road where they were 4-0 up after 20 minutes?
20 minutes, yeah. I was just sat there like, this is amazing. I was clapping the goals, clapping them off.
Were, I said to the kids that, all of Main Road stood up and applauded at half time because we were honoured to actually just be watching this team. They took us apart, but we couldn't do anything about it. They were that good. That Arsenal team was absolutely something else with Perez and Bergkamp and Henry and oh my gosh.
Oh, Dave, just to give you an idea, Liverpool were coming through there and a defensive clearance by City hit a Liverpool player and straight into the arms of Ederson. So Salah was running through, takes control, Mendy dimps it in, and Garcia kicked it into Walker's knees, and he went straight into the arms of Ederson. Woo! This is horrible. I hate watching football.
Foden running the back line here. Plays at Jesus. For God's sake, Jesus, she's done the pass of the century that could win the worst pass of the century award. He lays it off to absolutely no one. Literally, Jesus. There's no one near the ball.
Oh, he needs to come off. He's not having a great game today, Jesus. We need to. What's our bench looking like? I'm not even seeing the bench.
I'd say get Mahrez on, push Sterling up front.
Yeah.
With Foden where he is. Then again, I don't even know what formation is being played here. Kevin De Bruyne is the furthest player forward in the central. In fact, it looks like we're playing a 4-4-2. With Sterling and De Bruyne up front.
Oh, a bit of news for the interview side of things, lads. This is breaking news. Jeff Winter, ex-Premier League referee, will be coming on the show in a few weeks.
Ooh,
that's
very
brilliant.
Good.
Jeff Winter.
Jeff Winter. Very, very big on the after dinner speeches at the moment, and he's doing really well. And he's offered to come on. So fair play, Jeff Winter. That'd be a cracking chat with him. That'd be really good. Looking forward to that.
Oh, Mane through on goal, 1-on-1 with Ederson. He scuffs the chance. Ball rolls through. Ederson picks it up. You watch the replay here, Tom. You'll be able to describe it better than me.
But Henderson picked the ball up, ran it through to Mane. It just went through Mane's legs. Mane was trying to do a little flick with his legs, but as he did the little flick, the ball just went straight through his legs.
Yeah, he's not Foden.
You know, Phil, are you, lad? Cracking ball by Henderson, though. What's he doing there, Mane? Do you know what? He had a change of mind, didn't he? He was going to try and take it round Walker, but I don't...
Ooh, Phil Foden breaking through in the centre there, gets past about 2 or 3 defenders there, has a shot straight at Alisson.
Do you know what? I'm with Bill Barton for this, my mate. I think we bring. Oh, he did as well, Foden, didn't he? Do you know what? He hit that too well. I think this is a game for Mahrez. I think this is a game for Mahrez now. Yeah. Let's get Jesus off. We've got no other striking options on the bench, have we?
No, and that's the concern. We don't seem to have anything in, the EDS or the academy coming through either. We have the Doyles and Harwood Bellises, and we heard about Nemecha, another midfielder. We've got Braff, winger. I don't hear anything about, a Paul Molden striker, coming through. I think that's where we've got to focus.
Penalty to Liverpool.
Penalty to Liverpool.
Mane pushed down in the box by Kyle Walker.
Oh, come on,
Last
City.
man as well, Kyle Walker.
Do you know what? That was harsh.
Oh, no, sorry.
That's harsh.
I think it's a free kick, edge of the area. Hang on. Walker's definitely been yellow card. It was a push by Walker. I think it's a free kick.
He's given a free kick. It's a free kick on the edge of the area. I tell you what, that's a really harsh free kick. I don't think Walker did much wrong there. He stood his ground.
VAR, just checking it now. Oh, on the line.
Oh, do you know what? Actually, Walker put his arm into his back.
Yeah.
Walker put his arm into Mane's back, so he's a stupid boy doing that. And it was...
No penalty. VAR decision.
Crikey, that's close. Walker needs to be careful there. What's Walker doing that for there? Silly sausage.
I love VAR there. I love VAR there saying no penalty, no Walker foul.
No foul by Walker.
So I hear there was quite a dodgy VAR decision in the last game. Sheffield United and Tottenham.
Oh, I've not seen.
Yeah. Harry Kane's disallowed goal. It's.
Do you know what?
I think it's 6-1 after dozen the other.
We're not out of the woods here, lads, because this is a really prime position for their striker. We've got Salah who can take this. Who's their
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one hell of a free kick caretaker. Yeah.
Dan, don't mess around. You're 20 seconds ahead of us. Don't mess around. Say if it goes out or over.
Right, yeah. Trent Alexander takes it. Oh, deflected off Henderson and goes wide. Very, very poor free kick there. Played it along the ground, skimmed the ground. Henderson touches it with his foot. Well out of the way of the goal. No, it's an awful free kick.
Liverpool player.
Henderson.
Well.
Henderson,
right,
yeah.
Just give us an idea on our subs. Bravo, Stones, Zinchenko, Bernardo, David Silva, Mahrez, Cancelo, Otamendi, Doyle.
Mahrez is coming on now.
Mahrez is coming on. Good.
Yeah.
Right. Good. It's got to be for Jesus. It's got to be for Jesus.
I bet you anything it's Foden.
I'd be fuming if it's Foden.
Yeah. This is Pep.
Jesus.
It's Jesus.
Yeah. Good call.
Right,
that's what both of us said, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Sterling up the middle.
Sterling up front. Sterling goes up front and...
We want 10. God, who was that against when we were saying that? Was that Stoke 2 seasons ago?
I thought it was when we beat the Rags 6-1 at the.
No, I'm sure we beat a team 8-0. Was it Watford? Sure, we beat a team 8-0 recently.
Beat a team in the cup as well, didn't we?
It'll be Burton, won't it?
Swamp. I thought we were saying we want 10. Yeah, we did an 8-0.
Yeah, but I'm sure it was Watford that we won 8-0.
Yeah, we did.
Of the season.
We beat them 8-0.
Yeah. God, that seems a lifetime ago, that now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's astonishing how long this season is. Long it's been, even. I know, obviously, lockdowns obviously made that the case, but it just seems like a decade ago. And it'll be good to get this season over and done with. It's been a plague season on and off the pitch for everybody, and you know
what today is, lads? Today is a really memorable day. Today's the day where Phil Foden becomes a regular City player. Today's that day where you can guarantee he's got to be one of the first names on the team sheet. It has to be today. When he cements his place in the team.
I agree.
Changing of the guard day for Phil. Do you know what? Let's do a podcast. The changing of the guard. Phil Foden, Silva.
Out with the old, in with the new.
I couldn't agree more, Tom. This is a game of this magnitude, which both teams really, really wanted to win. You'd usually put David Silva in, wouldn't you? For that command in the midfield, and he's not. He's left him on the bench and gone with Foden. I couldn't agree more.
And what's even better is Foden was free. He's 4 years younger at this stage when he's making a regular appearance than David Silva. And I'd be hesitant to say Foden's a little bit better at his age currently than what David Silva was in his first season. Fingers crossed that's the case.
Probably fair to say.
So hope he can rise to the challenge. He's done well so far.
Yeah.
I just want us to, when's Pep's contract run out?
Next year.
12 months.
Right. So we need Foden to have another year at least, maybe another 2 years with Pep. I hope he extends. I hope he extends.
For me, I'm just hoping that Pep looks at Foden. He's got, Braff hopefully coming through. Doyle, Harwood Bellis, Laporte, Edison, relatively young as well.
Oh, what's he doing?
No?
No, so basically to give the ball away really sloppily, really lazy play on the edge of the penalty area.
We're on the attack here, sorry. De Bruyne finds Mahrez, lays it off for De Bruyne. Take a well-put shot by De Bruyne. He plays it well wide of the goal there, skims across the ground.
Mahrez gets the ball in the centre area, pings it out to Kevin De Bruyne on the left-hand side. Mahrez takes the receiver on the edge of the area. De Bruyne, a little cheeky back heel from Mahrez as De Bruyne's running behind him, and he bends it like Sterling normally does into the top corner, but it just went wide, unfortunately.
Liverpool making 2 changes here. Firmino off. Naby Keita on. Origi on as well for
I'm just hoping, Tom, at the end of the day, that Pep wants to work with some of our younger players. What can Foden become? I think we all know he could become literally one of the best players.
He can be whatever he wants to be. He can be whatever he wants to be. He genuinely can. Whatever you want to do, you can do, mate.
And I'm fervently hoping that Pep looks at that and goes, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to take a break. I want to see where I can take Phil Foden. I want to see where I can take Garcia and Braff and Harwood Bellis and Doyle. These young, this next generation of hopefully, absolute city winners. I'm not convinced he will stay, but I'm hoping that's what goes through Pep's mind. That do I really want to leave this when I've got these exciting players coming through?
Jesus Christ, what's Edison doing? So basically, Edison takes control of the ball, Dave, and he passes it through to the centre, to the edge of the box to a City player, and right up his arse is a Liverpool player who nicks the ball off him. Luckily, we get the ball away. We're getting sloppy here. We're going to concede a goal if we're not careful.
You watch in about 10 seconds, we have got Jordan Henderson rattled out of his cage. Massively.
He runs the ball out of the way like Fellaini used to do for United and just boots it into Rose Ed. Really frustrated. Good. Sod him. I think Mendy's got an opportunity of having man of the match performance here today.
Yeah, he has been easily, him and Foden have been orchestrated today. Absolutely fantastic.
Have you guys seen today, this has miffed me a little bit, that Bayern Munich have released pictures of Sane in the Munich kit? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And they've come out and apologised, saying, this all comes out before the official announcement, blah, blah, blah. Munich are the biggest shithouse club I've ever known. Yeah. All the way through this whole saga, they've done nothing but stick the screw into the back, stick the knife into the back and just give it a good twist. And they're not sorry. They don't give a toss, do they?
Ironically, they're the first ones to whine when it's against them as well.
I hope we beat Liverpool. I hope we beat Real Madrid and get Bayern Munich in the next round and give them a good spanking.
Want them in the final.
That'd be nice.
Talking of finals, how are we betting? Obviously, we've got one more round of fixtures to go. United final for the FA Cup.
Don't like it.
It's what we dreamt of back in 2011, wasn't it?
Yeah, don't like it. Don't want it, mate. No, don't like it. I hope Chelsea smash them. Honestly, I hate derby days. The idea of playing United in an FA Cup final makes me physically sick. I would not be able to sleep the night before that match.
That's the one thing with United, though, isn't it? We know how poor they've become over the past 7 years, and yet no matter how many times we play them, it's still a potential banana skin against them any game, isn't it? I mean, look at that title win a couple of seasons ago. We could have won the title at home against them, and we got that up. We were 2-0 up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which United team they put out, how poor they play in the previous game and the game after us. We always seem to have the 50-50 chance of winning.
It's Derby Day, isn't it? Derby's thrown it up in the air. Dave,
Yeah.
you remember the days, as I well do, where if we beat United in the season and stayed up,
That was our cup final.
Champions League win for that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we had to look forward
De
to.
Bruyne through on the track. He plays through Raheem Sterling. He takes it past the defender. Oh, he said that's got to be. I don't know if that's an own goal, but either way, 4-0.
Oh!
Off the Ox.
Ball comes into Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne finds Raheem Sterling at the edge of the penalty area. Sterling cuts inside, left footed. It's an own goal. It's an own goal. That's got to be classed as Raheem's, though, hasn't it? Because it was going in.
It's got to be, yeah.
Oxlade-Chamberlain saw it into the back of the net. 4-0 Blues.
What a ball by Rodri to Kevin
And
De
guess
Bruyne
what?
here.
Phil Foden is smiling.
I know. The initial ball here, Mahrez wins the ball back, plays it through to Rodri, chips it off, halfway on his ass is Rodri, plays it forward to De Bruyne on the left. Delightful ball through to Sterling, takes one touch to take it past, I think, Robertson. What a goal. What a goal.
This is a prime opportunity to say...
it was going wide.
Was it going wide?
Yeah, it's an own goal, definitely. Was going wide.
No, top corner that, mate.
Ah.
Was it? Hang on, let me watch this again. Oh, great angle this. Oh, it was going wide. Oh! Right, prime opportunity, Blues. We're trying to raise some money. We're building our website, and obviously with all the expenses for the podcast stuff, we're doing a football card. So, how much did I say it was a team? Was it £5? No, £3.
£3 a team, yeah.
Obviously, we're going to make a bit of cash from this to go towards the podcast and all the expenses that comes with that and the YouTube channel, etc. £3 a team. There's a couple of teams gone already. If you want in on this, let us know, and I'll message you directly. The winner of it, which we've scratched off here, we're going to do it against the Norwich game on live podcast. We'll scratch it off live. The winner gets the home shirt for next season, any size. Obviously, we'll buy it and we'll send it direct to you. So if you want to be involved in this, £3 per team. You can have as many teams as you like. Help us out, Blues. Happy days. 67 minutes gone. My heart's going. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. I've got a 40-mile bike ride tomorrow. This is going to be a nightmare for me.
God, I'd rather go to work. God, Bennett, 40 miles. I don't think I'd see you next week.
Wow. Well, what you're going to hear a lot of after this game over is the word statement, because this is what this is.
Absolutely, Dave. You couldn't say it
Mendy on the
better.
left, plays the ball through, too powerful. Foden gets ahead to it. It keeps going out. Oh, Kevin's picked it up on the far side here. Plays it back to defence. All right, boys.
Hang on. Does Kevin De Bruyne get an assist for that? No, he won't really, because Sterling kicked it last. So will Sterling get the assist for that, or Kevin De Bruyne? I'm confused.
Sterling
Sterling will get the assist for that, won't he?
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
I tell you what, Sterling is another unsung hero in this game. He's played fantastic. Normally against Liverpool, he is very poor. Past few games, fixtures against Liverpool, he's hardly been mentioned. He's always getting taken off.
Who's this?
Half-time. Sterling.
Is this the first time he's scored against Liverpool since?
I think it is. Yeah.
Because every time he's played, he's always looked down and downbeat and not really up for the game, does he? To see him score tonight, this is brilliant for next season.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get the season ended so we can start again.
Someone told me.
Oh, Mendy playing a beautiful ball through to Foden here. Foden, Sterling. Oh, his first touch was poor. Oh, he's played it through to no one. Sterling had so many options that he decided to pull it back rather than taking the shot.
Laporte passes it to Mendy. Mendy with a brilliant ball. Foden comes into the edge of the penalty area, crosses it in. Sterling takes a touch and he just carries on running and the ball stays behind him.
A mate of mine had put a fiver on City to win 6-1 at 150 to 1. Win
Ooh.
at 755 quid if it comes in.
Oh, well, good luck to him, but I don't want Liverpool to score. Sorry, pal.
Yeah. And I'm being told that Sterling scored against Liverpool in a Community Shield game. I don't know if that's true or not.
Was that the one at the beginning of the season?
I can't remember.
Would that not be counted as a penalty? Didn't it go to penalties?
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't remember Sterling ever scoring against Liverpool.
Wasn't that Community Shield the one with Walker doing the overhead kick off the line? Wasn't it? Because we played in the classic kits.
Yeah.
Let's ask Twitter.
Drinks break, 70th minute. 4-0 up, 20 minutes to go.
I don't know about you, Tom, but I never did think that I would be in the position where I'm trying to remember what final that City were in where we played a team and what trophy that we lifted. I mean, I'm still pinching myself.
Etihad South. We're so lucky. We're so lucky.
You make me sound like I'm a baby, Dave. I had about 6 years. I know it's nowhere near to the 20-odd years you've had prior to us winning trophies, but I had 6 years before we won trophies. 7 years.
Do you know what? For that penalty, Kevin De Bruyne scored. Ellison, what's his name?
Allison.
I'll call him Ellison. He went quickly. He moved quick. Kevin De Bruyne just waited for him to dive, and then just knew exactly where he was going.
That's what Balotelli just used to do. Balotelli would just wait for the keeper to dive and just stroke it the other side.
I tell you what, it's a cracking finish that by Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Oh, God. World class.
Siding at the back post. So Sterling, you're right. Sterling has scored in the Community Shield against Liverpool, but not scored in the league.
Yeah. Well, good on him. I mean, this is I'm not watching, but I can kind of picture it really that he has seemed to have had his head down every time he plays against Liverpool. There's just something not right, and that was that big niggle with him and Gomez.
Yeah. He's definitely got his own back today with the goal against Gomez. Played it through Gomez's legs. It's a beautiful finish from him. João Cancelo coming on, Otamendi coming on. About time to rest some of the big players now.
Otamendi has 1 year left, doesn't he? He's got another 12 months.
Right. Cancelo and Otamendi, I'm going to be watching them massively now because I've got my head in my hands. I've just realised what I'm doing. When you just told me those two are coming on.
Hello, Amy.
Dave says hello.
Hi, Dave.
Have you been asleep by any chance? Oh, I've been keeping you up with all the cheering because we're 4-0. I've been keeping you up. Sorry.
Why is he making two defensive substitutions at once? Makes me nervous. So Walker's coming off for Cancelo. Come on, Cancelo, you've got 20, 25 minutes here. We need a solid 10 out of 10 performance from you here, pal. And Otamendi's coming on. Oh, actually, they're not doing it straight away. So, yeah, Otamendi's waiting a minute.
You'll see that I posted to the page a couple of hours ago just to remind all us Blues that Jan Kutos officially became a City player yesterday.
Yes.
So
how long before he's loaned out?
Well, this is the interesting thing. If you look at a lot of those comments, a lot of people are saying he's gonna head off on loan, and I'm not hearing the same with Kuto as I have with a lot of other players that we signed him and he's going out on loan immediately. I am wondering if this is one, because we've spent a lot of money on him already. Is this a player that we're actually going to keep at Etihad rather than loaning him out?
Sorry, Dave, just to interrupt. Laporte has just gone through the back of one of the Liverpool players in our penalty area, and he got the ball perfectly, but an inch to the left or right, and it was a penalty. That crikey. Sorry, pal. Yeah, no, you're right. The problem with Jan Kuto, I don't know enough about him. I genuinely don't know enough about the lad. City signed so many young players. I don't know if he's one of the young ones we bought just to purely make money on, or is he one we bought to play?
Was he not 14 million though?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. We paid 7 million up front with another 7 million for appearances and all that kind of stuff. And
do you know what? That looked like a penalty to me from that Laporte from behind. What have you seen that, Dan?
Yeah.
Basically, Laporte went into the back of Origi, and Origi did what he does best and fell on his arse. And yes, no penalty, carry on. But I tell you what, it looked closer. I've seen them given.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other one, wasn't it? Well, it went in our favour, so. But I think everything's just started to die down a bit now, isn't it? I think Liverpool are going to have a bit more possession here. They're definitely more of the attacking after the drink break. I know it's only been 4 minutes, but Navigator playing beautiful ball through. Laporte clearing perfectly, lobs it away as well.
I can't believe he's put Otamendi on and Cancelo on. It makes me so nervous. We're going to be defensively weak now. Do you know what we need? Have we got Fernandinho on the bench?
No, it's
No.
Bench, didn't he? Bloody hell.
Banned, yeah.
Who have we got on the bench that we can bring in to make a solid
Doyle.
Stones,
Well,
maybe?
you got a Bernardo Silva who'll just track everything, and
we've got two more to make, haven't we?
that guy won't stop running.
We need a sitting midfielder.
Doyle.
I don't think
Doyle's on the bench.
I don't think he's the answer.
Maybe it's the perfect game for him, though. 4-0 up, 15 minutes to go. I know, like you say, Tom, it's Liverpool, but I don't see Liverpool clawing back 4 goals here. It will take a minor miracle. And if they do, I'll have to sing naked in the shower again. I don't know. But
How often do you go into the shower fully clothed, Dan?
I don't know why I said it like that, to be fair. I go with a suit and tie, make it all
you know
formal.
what? Bloody hell, fire Salah's just got the ball, there's the penalty area. Tucks inside, left side.
Oh.
Edison just grabs the ball. Liverpool coming into this game. We need to stop this rot now. Whatever we need to do. Let's get another goal, for God's sake. We need possession. That's Dave. You know what we need? We need possession. We need to just keep hold of the ball. Pass. Just keep doing what we do
I
best.
bet Guardiola must be going apoplectic on the sideline.
Maybe I'm just being a bit over nervous, but I just feel
Mendy's
like...
Mendy's
What
team
was that ball by Laporte? Was that Laporte or Garcia that just kicked the ball up the field to nobody?
Oh, I don't know. Probably Otamendi, the way you've been saying about him. But Mendy is normally completely opposite, but he seems to be the calmest player on the pitch, Mendy. I've never seen him play like this. Never. He just looks so up for it, so calm. I mean, he was doing a couple of stepovers in just outside our own box, and he came away with the ball.
Henderson's got the ball on the edge, on the whipping it over to the left hand side to their left back. Robinson is Cancelo.
There is a lot of love for City and Foden and this performance on BBC Text from the pundits on there, and people commenting, a lot of love.
Free kick City. Kevin De Bruyne being held off the ball there.
Oh.
Laporte again clearing it away. Oh, Otamendi never even came on. Bernardo Silva is coming on though. Making way for Laporte. Laporte's coming off. And Raheem Sterling. Good day at the office for Raheem. Deserves all plaudits today. He's held his own.
Sterling for Bernardo.
Yeah, I'll take it. Bernardo will want to get on the team on the score sheet.
And he's instantly on the ball here. Plays it back to Rodri. Gundogan again. Very well on the ball. Good passing. Well, maybe it's time for a change of heart when it comes to Gundogan, I guess. Played all right today.
I think it's as I said to Tom earlier this week, that when you've got Paul Lake, who, let's be honest, knows infinitely more about football than any of us, is saying what a great player Gundogan is, that you've got to sit up and take notice, haven't you? And it's, I'm a coach, my daughter's team, and I'm always saying to them, just do the simple things well. The tricks and flicks can come at a later stage. Just keep it simple and do that well, because you'd be surprised how many players don't do, the trapping the ball and doing that simple pass well. And I think that's what Paul Lake was saying. Yeah, he doesn't do anything flashy, but he just keeps it simple. And that's kind of, as Tom said before, like, every team could do with someone like that in the team who just keeps it nice and simple, settles things down.
No, perfect, absolutely right.
He's still not a starter for me, Dan. He's still not in my starting 11 as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, thank God you saved yourself there, Dave. Yeah. Don't ever do that to me again.
Who, Gundogan?
Yeah.
Depends who we play.
Yeah. I mean, if Fernandinho hadn't been banned today, surely Fernandinho would have started.
Yeah. But would he have started at centre-back?
Do you know what, pal? I think Gundogan would have played this game. This is an ideal game for Gundogan today.
Yeah, I have to admit, I don't think we would be 4-0 up if it wasn't for Gundogan. He's done the clean, dirty bits, if you can say that.
I think it probably would have been, he would have dropped Rodri, wouldn't he? And he would have put Fernandinho.
Oh, Mahrez, sorry, here. Mahrez doing very well. Step over, shot. Oh, wide. Mahrez picks the ball up in the centre outside the penalty box, does a couple of step overs, beats the first player, takes the shot with his right foot. And just wide of the goal, left-hand side.
Oh,
he left Fabinho for dead there. Should have been hitting the target from that position.
It looks to me as if Phil Foden has moved into the false 9 position as well.
He has, hasn't he? Furthest forward currently in a centre role. Maybe Pep's trying him out. Obviously down the striker.
He can do it, can't he? Like Dave said the other day, him playing on the right wing he just looks natural there. He looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's some talent. I really do believe that the Barças, the Real Madrids, the Juventuses are drooling at Foden and would pay big money to get him. I don't know a player better than him at the age that he's at. I don't.
Oh, Kevin De Bruyne with the header. Oh, well wide. The ball lofted through Alisson, came off his line. Very, very far off his line to try and get that. He retreated. He thought of a different option. Ball lofted over. Kevin De Bruyne tries taking a header. And
do you know? Wide. Cheeky. What you might not have seen there is Cancelo on the right wing. I don't know who he passed it to. Oh, it's to Mahrez. But Cancelo was very clever there. He passed it to Mahrez, and the player marking Mahrez and the player marking Cancelo. And Cancelo darted to run past Mahrez and took both the defenders with him. And Mahrez was able to get the cross in. Quite clever move with that.
Probably the only thing Cancelo's done good all season.
Because you don't watch him. I'm telling you, we need to give him a chance.
Oh, I've watched him, and every other time he either's on the deck complaining about something he started, or he just doesn't pull anything off. Gundogan, I can take. I'm very hard on Gundogan, and he doesn't deserve it. But Cancelo,
you don't like
he's
him.
Done nothing. No, God, don't push it. But no, Cancelo for me. If that Yankuto is staying, we need Cancelo out and give Couto the chance. Because if
this is like his 12th game. You can't. It's a well-known fact. All players need at least a season playing for Pep to get into the rhythm of things.
Yeah.
Fact. We can't say after 12, 13 games, after spending 60 million quid, how much we will bring in and play a 14-year-old. And Alisson has just kicked the ball out of play. He's just spooned the ball out of play, David. He's rattled massively.
The argument with Cancelo, though, is you say we paid 60 million for him. 13 games for a 60 million pound player. As much as anyone thinks I'm being hard on him, he's 60 million.
Yeah, but we've got strength of depth. We've got 60 million players sitting on the bench. Have you seen our bench?
I know.
That bench against Burnley was ridiculous.
It's not. Yeah, the benches we've got, they're worth. I mean, that bench we played against Arsenal. We had 9 players on the bench. Those 9 players on the bench could have given Arsenal's 11 team a game.
Yeah.
So we can't say to stick him on the bench. If Walker stepped up his game, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
But don't forget how much we signed Walker for, 50 million.
But he's proved it. I know you're going to say Cancelo's only played 13 games, but Cancelo's had 13 games. It's not a couple of games. He's 60 million. He's played for top clubs all his career. Juventus, was it Valencia prior to that?
Yeah.
He should, for the games he's played, he should have been putting a hell of a lot more shift on. And
Mane's not very happy coming off. He does not look an happy bunny, does Mane?
Rattled, isn't he?
Oh, Bill, how many minutes left? What, 5 minutes plus extra time? 6-7 minutes maybe left?
Yeah, 5.5. I'm saying 3 minutes. 3 minutes added on. There's not much. We've got the drinks breaking now, haven't we?
I mean, if now we've seen how well Foden's done and how well he's been managed, if Kuto doesn't go anywhere, what I expect to happen is for them to be brought through into the first team, just like they've done with Foden. That I see Kuto there to push Cancelo and Walker, and if he impresses and he raises his game, he might get the odd cup game later in the year. And then at the end of next season, it will be all right. Do we need Cancelo here, or it might be Walker because Walker's not getting any younger. You know, I think it's going to be. I think they'll keep Kuto, or hopefully they will push Walker and Cancelo, and then at the end of next season, then there will be a decision made as to one of them will go. I would think.
Yeah. Crikey, Charlie. So next week we've got AD Mike coming on next Thursday, having a chat with us. It's a blast from the past with some Blues, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to talking to him. He's great. He looks like a good banter on Twitter.
Yeah, he's a proper Blue as well.
Crikey. I get the feeling the game's running down now. The game is getting a bit slower. I'm still nervous. We're 4-0 up, Dave, and it's like 5 minutes left. I'm nervous. This feeling is typical City for me. Being 4-0 up and still being nervous.
It's just in our DNA.
What have I missed?
Me being nervous, City being 4-0 up.
4-0 up and being nervous.
4-0 up, 5 minutes left. That's just the life of being a City fan.
I'll put this out there for everyone to know. If you're not nervous with 4 minutes to go and 4-0 up, you're not a proper City fan.
Absolutely not.
Edison, again, Liverpool obviously had the corner. Played in perfectly, a fantastic corner. Edison, unsung hero again today, blasts it out. And here comes Kevin De Bruyne, centralised, play the ball through to Cancel, Rodri. Henderson gets there before him. And he's rushed out. Phil Foden all over Keita here. Keita can't win it. Phil Foden's got the ball here on the right wing, plays back to Cancelo, who loses the ball. Oh, I'll take that back. He was fouled.
I think we're going to have to get an audition tape over to Fred Air, Tom of Dan. Very, very impressed with the commentary.
She's joking at you.
No, I'm serious. I think you're brilliant.
Really good, mate. The only problem is you slate the players too much when they get.
I was going to say that I think I'd be the Simon Cowell of commentary if that was the case. No player would be getting a wink of sleep. We're scared about what I'd say. It's a no from me. Arguably the worst ever Simon Cowell impression ever there, but well, I don't know actually. I'll take that back. I've been quite nice to Gundogan today.
It's because you're watching him.
I know. I've needed the booze to keep me awake.
What are you drinking?
Going against all morals, Foster's in a Carling glass. I don't know if I should be saying that for advertising rights, but you know.
Well, if Foster will send you some beer,
so let me ask you. I don't think I saw it last time I was back home. Do they still do Castlemaine 4X, or is that a thing of the past?
For years, mate. Not seen that for years.
They don't do that nowadays.
That. I found a couple of cans of Holston Pills the other day. Couldn't believe it.
Love it.
Oh, I hate this. Why can't I just enjoy football? Do you know the last time I enjoyed a game of football was when we were beating Watford 3-0 up at the final. I was like, we're done here. We're done. That's the last game of football I actually enjoyed watching.
Yeah.
What, even with like 20 seconds plus added time to go 4-0
Yeah,
against
no,
Liverpool?
it's just
No.
it's just in the DNA, mate. They get one now, it's like, oh, then the ref puts 4 minutes up on his board, and then I'm panicking again. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, Henderson is pissed.
Crap.
Oh, he's got a yellow card. He got a yellow card, and guess what he told the ref? I won't say it on air, but let's put it this way.
Oh, he's not happy, is he? Oh, he's not happy.
No. He told the referee where to go.
Do you know what I'm really looking forward to? And he just told him he did as well, didn't he? That's terrible. Send him off for that. I'm really looking forward to Liverpool giving us a guard of honour coming off the pitch. Do you think that's going to happen?
They should do after this performance, without a doubt. It's amazing how they've gone the whole season before this game only losing one game, and we battered them 4-0. And it's not as if it's Liverpool being poor. They haven't really been poor in retrospect. They just haven't been clinical.
No. Well, it says here on BBC Text, this is what they've written. The 90 minutes are up. A humbling night for the champions. I like that.
Dion Dublin's put, I did not expect this. I knew there would be goals, but I didn't realise City would be scoring all of them and how dominant they would be. Is this about the right time now where I can say, listen, I knew this was going to happen?
Yeah. Well, you said 4-0, didn't you, Tom? No, you said 2-2.
What, for tonight? No, I said we'd spank him. I said we'd absolutely spank him. And I've got the recordings, and I'm going to be editing them later.
Yeah. What did Halifax say in the end? I kept asking him, and he never said. What was Halifax's prediction?
Can't remember. Dan, if you're watching and you're still sober, let us know, mate.
I really doubt it.
He's not sober, is he? He's not sober. Four minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. There must be like 1 minute left or something. It's not long to go, is it? Crikey. Can I relax now? I chose a really bad month to stop drinking. I'm having my first drink on Saturday for the first time in ages. It's my first year anniversary on Monday, so we're having a couple of drinks on Saturday. I tell you what, I've missed a glass of wine tonight.
Was it your anniversary today, Dave?
No, man was back in
Oh,
April.
was it Chris's on Saturday?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
5 years, I think. Did he say?
Yeah, it's quite close together. And when's yours?
4th of June.
4th of June.
No, 7th of June.
Dave?
I'm April 8th.
April.
So we all like summer weddings, really, don't we? Spring, summer wedding. Great minds think alike, lads.
I tried to get mine booked outside of the football season and did quite well with that. True story.
Surprised you didn't try getting married on the pitch.
I
did inquire about it. I did, and it cost too much.
I proposed at Main Road, as you know, while the Millwall fans were rioting. So
You old romantic, you old romantic.
You know,
Still
to
said-
sweet talk the ladies. Millwall behind you going,
yeah, this is the welcome to my world. This is what you're marrying into.
and ironically, she was more of a footballer than most of them you supported back then.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, do you know what? This game has made me feel much better about City's future. I know it sounds a bit bonkers because we're so lucky to be in the situation we're in, but everything goes through your mind about when you start seeing things like big changes and all the rest of it. But we've been solid tonight. We need one or two We need one or two signings for next season, and bring it on. Bring on next season. We've got the FA Cup left to play for. We've got Champions League left to play for. I am feeling.
Mahrez through on goal here. Left hand side, the penalty box. Skips past one. Near side, 5-0. Mahrez. This goal, Tom.
Spanking.
You do the commentary on this goal. What a world-class goal by Mahrez.
Mahrez takes the ball past the left backs, cuts it in, and just near post. Alisson is the world best goalkeeper apparently. just let the easiest goal in on his near post. He should be ashamed of himself as a goalkeeper. Tony Coton would not do that.
Wow.
5-0.
Brilliant. And Klopp's laughing.
On the stroke of 94 minutes, might I
He
add.
gets the ball left-hand side. Phil Foden, 1-2, one touch. Mahrez takes the ball, whips it past the keeper, goes to Alisson dinks to his left, thinking that Mahrez is going to go across him. Mahrez just pings it.
VAR are getting involved.
Why is VAR getting involved?
Because they're looking like Foden. Oh, is that he's giving a free kick? He has 4-0.
What for?
I don't get that. It looks like Foden was backing into his player. It's full time 4-0.
Basically, Foden's going down, Dave, and he's put his arm down to obviously not hit his head, and the ball's rolled over his hand. It's literally, the ball's not changed direction. That's disgusting.
That is awful.
That is absolutely disgusting.
2 things in 2 games VAR have messed up today. Big style. That. And what's he supposed to do? He's falling over, fall flat on his face or something like that, cause himself an injury.
That's a disgusting decision by VAR, that.
That's the problem with VAR. It was brought in, their definition of VAR this season was clear-cut view. How was Foden supposed to stop his hand touching the ball there? He was stopping himself from falling over. It's not his fault the ball touched him.
It wasn't a clear and obvious error either.
Clear and obvious, sorry. That's the one. Yeah, it's awful to say, but I'm really gutted by that. I know we've won 4-0 against the champions. That's hard to say as it is, bloody hell. But no, that 4-0.
4-0. Right, let's have a quick chat about how we think that's when. I think we really deserve that. I think we give them a good spanking, as I predicted. I'm having that one. Ding! It's not often I get it right. Happy days. That's made me feel much more confident now for the rest of the important games to come.
Yeah.
That's particularly when you look at the team that Liverpool had out. They wanted it just as much as us. They wanted to make a statement too. I don't think they're going to take the foot off the gas, you know. So that's a real statement as far as I'm concerned. To play that well, put 4, arguably 5 past them, and play that well. Really rile the Hendersons, the Manes up as well, which is great. Then what they have to do is take that into next season now, and particularly when we go to Anfield next season, is really play like that and get these players off their game a little bit.
Yeah, completely agree. We're 20 points behind them now. Can we still do it? Amazing. I'm really happy with that. And having watched that, nervous in places, Liverpool had a chance to score. This wasn't a rollover by any stretch of the imagination, but I feel that I think we deserved that. Didn't feel stretched at all. There's a few dodgy minutes, but I didn't feel worried through that game. The last 10 minutes, I hated every minute of that last 10 minutes.
It was a game that was very much needed, not based on the opponents at hand, but the players that played, especially the starting 11, all of them consistent games. Ederson, consistent. He came out, caught everything, won everything that he went in for. Mendy had arguably probably his best game of the season tonight. So very, very well. Garcia set into that back line like he'd been there for the past 10 years. Laporte doing the best thing he could, just clear the ball, get rid of the worry at the back. Gundogan having a good game. De Bruyne being De Bruyne-esque. Can't say any more than that. Rodri having a consistent game as well. Sterling stepping it up against the former team that he just is atrocious against normally. Jesus having, an okay game by Jesus' standards, but it was consistent nonetheless. And Foden. Foden is going to be an adjective soon. It will be in the dictionary. You say, you had a Foden game today. You look up at Foden in the dictionary. Guarantee you, 5 year time, Foden will be in the dictionary.
Did you just use the word adjective? I'm really impressed. I can't agree with you more, mate. I'm really happy. I'm really happy with Mendy. Who's your man of the match tonight, though? That's a really tough decision.
It's out of 3.
Go on, who's the 3?
Sterling, Foden, and Mendy.
Yeah, can't
In
disagree,
fact,
mate.
I'd probably push.
What about De Bruyne? Goals, assists?
He was, yeah. Don't get me wrong. He was fantastic. He did everything right.
He probably does it so much now. We're used to it, and he doesn't.
Yeah, it's just an average game for De Bruyne in a sense. I don't know. I think it was more to do with it wasn't standout from what he's normally is. I think that's exactly it. I think we're used to De Bruyne having world-class games. And I think it's the players I mentioned and the players that either haven't had the chance, such as Foden, or the ones who normally slip in this fixture, such as Sterling, and the players that have been poor in the past few games, i.e. Mendy. So either way, you could pick any 4 of them, and I don't think there's any wrong answer tonight.
Amazing. I'm just trying to make sure we're still live. Yeah, we are. We thought we deserved it. I'm really impressed with Mendy, actually. Really impressed with Mendy. I thought he's looking solid. He's looking like he's lost the injury now. If that makes sense. Previously, I kind of feel like he's held himself back in certain games, and to see him, he was right up for it tonight, wasn't
he? Yeah. We need to diss him more. We were talking about him before the game, saying he was more focused on social media rather than the game. I think we need to diss him more, and who knows? He might keep coming up with performances like that.
Let's see what people are saying. My mate Bill Barton, thanks for the entertaining tonight, lads. It's good night for me now. Going to relax and watch Match of the Day. Is Match of the Day on tonight?
Yeah, special Match of the Day.
Oh, lovely. So yeah, what's our next game, Ilias? It is
Southampton.
Southampton on Sunday. Southampton Sunday. So again, should be an entertaining game. I do like Southampton. Crikey, I still can't believe that was disallowed. That 5th goal. That's bonkers, that, isn't it? Mendy played really well. You know, there's a lot of love for City tonight, and that's not just from the City fans. There's a lot of pundits purring over us tonight. I tell you what, the next season is going to be amazing. If Liverpool bring out the same standard as what they've done this year, and we can bring out the standard of 2 games game, that's going to be a cracking season next season, as long as everyone stays fit.
Agreed. Yeah,
going to be the most open season as well. I think you've got the Chelsea's coming in now with Frank Lampard starting to build a revolution there. He's now able to bring his own signings in. The signings that have come in, such as Pulisic, are really hitting the ground running. I still think Jose Mourinho will turn Spurs into a very big force next season. Sheffield United could easily start to challenge. We've got Wolves. United could even come back now. They seem to be finding a little bit of form here and there, especially with Bruno Fernandes. It's going to be a very, very close and exciting title race next season. And I know I just put Sheffield United in the same category as all them teams, but they'll prove me right, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Dave? How are we going to take this into next season? What improvements can we make next season to get the gap as close as possible? If not, make a bigger gap for us.
We've got to take this into next season. They had a full strength team out, Liverpool, as I said before. So it shows it can be done, that they are beatable. Very good team. But I think you said at the start of this podcast, Tom, that we really did miss Laporte this season. And there's no way that Liverpool would have been winning this league by 20 points if Laporte had been fit. Bring Garcia through. I'm not against bringing in another centre-back as well, just in case there is an injury. I think the big thing that we need to do this summer is bring in a good striker.
Yes.
No, Aguero's getting older. I think we've got him one more season, right? Next season's his last season with us. Jesus, I think he's more of an all-round player. He's not an out-and-out striker like Aguero. I think we need, and I know it's easier said than done, we need an Aguero replacement. That's where we need to spend our money this season.
A few months ago, I would have disagreed with you. A few months ago, I would have said Jesus is going to be the next big thing, but I just don't see enough of him being cutthroat enough in front of goal.
No.
I think I just hope he doesn't turn into, he doesn't know what position he is. Is he a striker? Is he a forward? Is he a winger? Is he a nine, etc.? We need a cutthroat, out and out. We need somebody with Mahrez's greediness, a mix between Mahrez and Jesus I'd be happy with. And I think we'd just about get a Sergio there. But a Sergio replacement is going to be that's a tough thing to find.
Tough ask. Yeah.
A replacement for Sergio Aguero. Who could possibly take that mantle?
I mean, I think Dan mentioned before that, the Martinez from Inter Milan, but that sounds like, Barcelona are sniffing around and
he don't want to come to the league. He don't want to come to the Premier League ever because he don't like the idea of being tackled.
Yeah, that's just going to be a tough one. And that's why I'm saying that, unfortunately, we don't have anyone coming through the academy as well. Even with all these players from all over the world that we brought in, they don't seem to have got a striker. And I said on a podcast a few weeks ago that, don't know why it is. Why do United seem to have the conveyor belt of strikers in their academy who they can bring through? This Mason Greenwood sounds like he's going to be something else. It's never been a City thing, that has it? I think I said that we always seem to have had good goalkeepers, Manchester City, always. And the other half of Manchester, they always seem to have produced really good strikers. And I just wish for once that we could do that, because we're going to have to go and break the bank and spend. If you want an Aguero replacement, you're going to be spending 100 million plus, easy.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? Well, lads, thanks for joining tonight. Let's wrap this up. Let's celebrate with a ginger beer. I hate ginger beer. Why did I say that?
Oh, really? God, I love ginger beer.
I want a proper beer. Lovely. Thanks, everyone, for joining us tonight. A great 4-0 win. Should have been 5. Should have been 10, to be fair. We had enough chances. Don't forget, if you want to get involved in the football card, £3 a team. Take as many teams as you like. Goes towards helping us build our podcast. Get a shirt at the end of it, City shirt, to the winner. And listen, thanks for watching, and we'll speak to you soon. Thanks very much, Blues.
Stay till we die.
Boys.
Come on, boys. See you later.
Take care, boys. Take care, Blues.